Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace and love, everybody. Happy Holy Venus degree. I am Brother R. Bey, all rights reserved. And I'm here with my magnificent bros for this impromptu improv. And he is...
Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here in Morocco at northwest of Mexham. How are you? I am ready for this one, bro.
It's gonna be a good one, huh?
Yo, my brother R. Bey is a fucking genius, yo. Like, you guys have really got to peep how my bro is, man. Like, seriously, it's like all my bros are geniuses. Don't get it twisted. All my bros are fucking geniuses. However, with this particular presentation that we're doing, it almost feels like an ancestor taps one of us on the shoulder, like, hey, look at this. And we'd be like, okay. And we look at it, and before you know it, the rest of the ancestors be like, what about this? And what about this? And what about this? Like, yo, like, this is coming together way too easily, right? Like the things that literally falls in our virtual laps. You know what I mean? So I'm going to share this out first, bro. I want to share this out to our jurisprudence gym loved ones also. So let me just hit the share, man. You want to tell them what's going on, bro? You want to give
bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at public law right now. You know what I mean? In the background, this is something that's gonna be queued for later because I just want to see what this is talking about. You know what I mean? Came across a 3-page document here from the Department of Homeland Security regarding these special. You know what? I just thought about the Too Short must have superpowers. These people think they got superpowers when they get these tribal IDs and shit. However, we're here.
Enhanced tribal IDs.
Yeah, enhanced. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my God.
So yeah, we're gonna be looking at some of that stuff, but we are doing a continuance of the last time we went over the postal information, where we were dealing with postal codes, postal addresses, mail tampering, obstruction of mail. So we are definitely going to get into those 3 codes that you were supposed to do your homework on. I remember.
Hey, 4. It was 4 total, but yeah, you're right though, because we went over 1341. But go ahead.
Right. So the remaining 3 of the 4 that we're supposed to go over, we're going to pull those up and actually take a look at those. Just to open it up after, of course, the Moorish American prayer invocation, right? And as well as the letters to be read at every meeting. So from there, yes, we're going to get into those codes, and then we're going to just show you what not to do. Because there's people out here thinking that, bro, if I read you the post, what's so funny that the sister that had that enhanced or whatever type of card she had, right? That United States issued. Well, it's not United States issued, but it's United States Native American tribe issued, right? What she was actually saying was what made it even funnier.
Bro. I think Prophet Noble Ali is going to be like sitting somewhere watching this presentation on the other side, on the astral and causal planes, eating astral and causal popcorn, laughing, bro. I feel like Prophet Noble Ali is going to be laughing with this one, bro. Like, oh my goodness. Like my grandsons are amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like, it is a fucking wrap all fucking day. Bro, like,
this is
about to have super fun with this.
So this is the text. I'm gonna read this text, right, as a preliminary, just to show you what's to come, because you guys are gonna laugh at this one. However, you're also gonna be educated. This is, and I'm not even gonna say her appellation or whatever, but I guess they'll see it if we end up showing it. But
yeah, once we show the pictures and stuff, people can read themselves.
It's a wrap.
We're just going to point out what needs to be.
Well, we're not, and this is not to pick on the sister. Just to be on, we're not picking on her. But the thing is that whoever she's learning from, first of all, let me read this to you, because let me just read this. It says, Now, mind you, this is there's three pictures here. It's a photo. It's a permit. It's a some foreign card, and then we have an enhanced tribal identification. So first and foremost, she says, best thing I could have learned is becoming a national. Is she talking about Moorish nationality and birthrights? Is that what she thinks she's talking about? Let's see. I don't have to abide by U.S. citizens rules. No traffic tickets. Don't have to pay taxes. I can travel without being bothered by the police. You are not required to have a driver's license if you are traveling. No tags, exclamation point. I own my car in my jurisdiction. I can govern myself as long as I'm not causing harm to anyone. I guess some of the principles she has it correct. However,
it sounds like the principles are there, but upon research, when we go into this and show you guys how to analyze it, you're gonna be like, Brother Aura.
No, but look, this is the real funny part right here. One of the cards that's in the picture under this text that I just read is a driver's license. So I'm trying to understand why she said the best thing she learned is becoming a national, saying she doesn't have to abide by it. No driver's license, right? She says you are not required to have a driver's license. The second photo here is indeed, it says, a foreign international driver's license. So I thought you didn't need a driver's license.
Idiots.
But I digress. And if you had anything to add, to this hilarious intro.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm looking for some beings to share this to, because I know a lot of people might subscribe to a lot of this foolishness, right? And I think it's hilarious, right?
Right.
So I'm just sharing out the Facebook real quick, you know what I mean? And making sure just a couple of these beings can actually see, like, hey, look, check this out, right? So you guys can really see what's going on. See that Facebook group right there is funny. Words to use. I'm definitely going to post there.
What's that? What is that?
It's a Facebook group called Words to Use. I'm definitely going to post there. I definitely am. Oh, I got to post here too, because I know there's some people with that run tell that spirit, and they just can't. We like, look at what. Yes. Continue to do what you do. You guys see, a lot of you guys learn from us. You learn from us. You watch us secretly, and then you try to go and enhance your frauds to try to seem like you've known what you already know. Again, if it wasn't for us, a lot of you wouldn't even know what the jurisprudence gem is, and you're welcome, right? Honestly, because we already know Mother Malika wasn't trying to, promote it or do anything like that. She says that all the time. So the reason why I saw in 3 months membership, once I guess a few people didn't renew their membership, I saw membership go from about 1,600 and it's back up to 2,400 in less than 3 months. So you guys are transacting units, and who knows, that's anywhere from 12 grand to $250,000 being transacted based on those numbers. I already crunched the numbers, and Seven Hill Star sees none of it. And that's not a complaint. We just showing you how brotherly the truth really is. That's all. We brothers tell the truth, right? So for real. Right, and we're just brothers that are either Bay or L. That's it. We know not to be disrespectful and call ourselves Ali. That's rude and disrespectful. However, let's have some fun, guys. I can't wait till we go in on this, man. We actually found some photos too online that I thought was genius. I'm like, man, who did this? This is amazing, right? Let's see who really did this. This is gonna be fun. All right. That's the last group I'll share to you. Let's see what's going on. You know what I'm gonna do too, man? I'm gonna let the people at the jurisprudence gym join us, right? But I'm gonna really just, invite Malika, but everybody can come. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say join us, right? And I'll paste it there, right? And then what I'll do is go here back to the jurisprudence gym. if ye care to join us via Zoom, right? And this is where I'm gonna paste the Zoom link there, right? And we're just gonna have some fun. We're just gonna have some fun here. You know what I mean? So let me see. Let me make sure I got everything. All right. So we'll see how this goes, man. Just keep an eye on the door as people come in, the virtual door, right? As people come in, and we'll see. I can look on these two different other two devices that I'm monitoring on. So with that being said, let's do the invocation in. Let me go and share my content here, share my screen, right? And let me go right here, right? Here we go. All right, so I'm going to do our invocation in term the Moorish American prayers. You guys see Prophet Noble Ali standing there handsomely, standing due guard in his abba and his Moorish Sharif's fez. All right, we're going to go here, and then we're reading from Moorish Holy Temple of Science Administrative Functions, page 48, and we see 49. Our authority is also there. And let Mother Rashida Bey say it from Great Seal National Association of Moorish Affairs at Shaka Moxon. Her husband, peace and blessings be upon him, was who actually came up with the administrative functions. That's what Mother Rashida Bey verbalized to me. So shout out to Mother Rashida Bey for allowing certain Moors at some point in time to have the administrative functions put together by her transitioned husband. All right. So here we go. Let's have some fun here. All righty. I'm going to do the invocation. And guys, you're going to extend all 5 appendages on your left hand, just the index and middle on the right. I'm going to face east, which is symbolic of facing within, actually. Metaphysically speaking, it's going within. So I am standing too, as Prophet Noble Ali's feet are there on 45. You can repeat after me, either aloud or in your heart. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Truth.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom.
Freedom.
And justice.
And justice.
Allah is my protector.
Allah is my protector.
My guide.
My guide.
And my salvation.
And my salvation.
By night.
By night.
And by day.
By day.
Through his holy prophet.
His holy prophet.
Noble Drew Ali.
Noble Drew Ali.
Amen. All righty, guys. Get to the 2 letters to be read in every meeting. Our beloved brother, in whom we are well pleased, Brother R. Bey, is going to get into the first letter to be read in every meeting. It is in the Moorish Holy Temple of Science Administrative Functions, pages 84 and 85. And I yield the floor to you, beloved brother Islam.
Islam. The following is a letter written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali on the 18th day of January, 1928 AD. He commanded it that it be read before every meeting. This is from Administrative Functions, Moorish Science Temple of America, Home Office, 3603 Indiana Avenue, Noble Drew Ali, founder, Chicago, Illinois, January 18, 1929. To be proclaimed in every meeting. Dear brother Islam, I am glad to know that I have a few faithful Moors among you all, and I desire for them to know the truth and the divine truth. There's a host of jealousy about me and the movement now, by the same people of our side of the nation, that claim it was only a joke and unreal. But now, since they have found out from the government officials and the nations of the earth that this is the only sole foundation that all Asiatics must depend upon for their earthly salvation as an American citizen, they are working every scheme that they can to disqualify me so they themselves may take charge of the situation. That's a heavy line right there. That's a heavy one right there. They're working every scheme.
And we about to show it.
We about to go, and that's so funny because we're going into frauds and swindles, right?
Yes, that's the first thing I'm gonna start out with, because the homework that people should have, looked over.
That's what I also realized, that a lot of these people who think that they're law enforcers or whatever, right? I'm not talking about law enforcement personnel, public agents or whatever, but these people who think that they're out here enforcing the law or whatever, exercising their rights. A lot of them don't realize how serious the Moorish movement actually is, and they don't realize that. They really don't realize that the movement is so serious that they're working every scheme that they can to disqualify. See what I'm saying? To disqualify the prophet so they themselves may take charge of the situation.
Jesus, Bruce Lee Christ.
I have notified all these things to you long ago in the past. It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds, the ones that pay their divine respect to me and the movement. How do you pay divine respect? Do you guys know? How do you pay divine respect? I mean, we just gave divine respects with the invocation. But so that is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. Wait, hold on. I think I skipped a part. Right? It is through the faithful Moors that contribute to the movement and uplifting funds. The ones that pay their divine respect to me and the movement will be remembered. That is why I'm calling upon all faithful Moors to increase their faithfulness to me, your prophet, and your divine Moorish movement. I need finance, and I need it bad. Never before have I needed finance as badly as I do at present, that I may shove aside the discord that is facing the nation. It all comes through jealousy because of my fame and nobility. The nations of the world will not recognize the movement without me, the prophet, being the head. It has been proven by my work in which I have performed in the last few months, because I was at the governor's inauguration to represent the Moorish Divine National Movement, and I will be at the inauguration of President Hoover for the same cause. Obudurali.
Islam. Second letter to be read in every meeting is coming from the Moorish literature, excerpts from the Moorish Guide newspaper. Right, we're here on page 13. However, you see on page 12, Prophet Obudurali standing there handsomely, standing due guard in his Abba and Moorish Sharif's fez. Divine warning by the Prophet. Obudurali, Prophet warns all Muslim governors. Order to read proclamation at each meeting. I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical agitating speeches while at work in their homes or on the streets, which includes the internet. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their injustice. Man, I feel that about to happen in a couple of minutes. Not to us, of course. It's because we're the actual scimitars for the elders, actually, and the ancestors that transitioned. However, are definitely assisting us on the other side. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and buttons, he's wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Obudurali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of prophet, noble, Drew, Ali. Right? And I'm still just making sure I'm sending out here to different beings so that they can actually see. Just making sure everybody's going to come through. As a matter of fact, too, bro, I guess what I can do is just briefly stop the screen share here, right? Before I just go into 18 United States Code 1341. Let's take our time to see who's in the chat, if they are there, right? Let's see if anyone's in the chat. Let me take a moment here. And let's see. Martin Elliott says, Islam, good brother, divine peace and love. Moors. Mother Sahar says, peaceful greetings, brother Hasan and brother Ara. Happy holy day, right? So let's get this started, guys, because I think you're going to really enjoy this one. Because what we're doing is we're not causing harm to anyone. What we are doing is reviewing some things and pointing some things out, sharing some photos we thought were very interesting to see also, to the point where it's just like, hey, this is interesting. I wonder who did this. So with that, let me just say peaceful greetings, beloveds, in the chat, right? And happy holy Venus degree, right? Happy holy Venus degree. All right. Javon says Islam, indeed. So let's see. Let's get it. All right.
50. Oh wow.
Yeah, brother R is going in, guys. See, this is real impromptu. It's always impromptu improv. It's just that we just doing things on the fly. And some things we already have queued for you guys also. So share this out to your loved ones. You're not going to want to miss this. I'm pretty sure your loved ones are about to be injured in a couple of years by what we're about to share. And not what it is that we are saying or our sharing is what's injurious. What we're going to show you and how it breaks down. You're like, dang, you might even be you. You might be one with one of these enhanced tribal cards and enhanced driver's license, and then you think you're free from the United States corporation and you are exactly a slave. And you're gonna be like, man, that ain't true. What are you talking about? Some of you probably right now is clenching your wallet or your pocket where that enhanced tribal ID is, where your enhanced driver's license is. And when we show you guys what it's actually, see, this is what we're going to show and prove today also is that most of you don't read. You're still just looking for a microwave result.
Yeah, buying a package.
Yeah, right. Transacting Federal Reserve notes or some type of debit credits through CashApp or PayPal. But, you know, we're not knocking because we accept in lieu of lawful money CashApp ourselves. However, it's an eleemosynary tuition. We word out things effectively, honestly. And really protect ourselves ahead of time. However, what you guys will actually notice is you will see that there's going to be quite a few things that you're going to be like, holy shit, I had no idea that this is what I was doing. And we're going to be like, it's okay. It's okay, you know what I mean? So you guys are gonna just have to really see what time it is, you know what I mean? Like, there's my bro. I'm tag you on jurisprudence gem, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just want to make sure that's hot. All right. Just put with my bro. All right. All right, so that's posted on the jurisprudence gem, not just the Telegram, but also the actual community timeline, right? Is that posted? Okay, we hit post. So let's have some fun, you all. All right, I'm going to go screen share here now. Let's go over our homework, and then we'll go into why you sold yourself back into slavery with your enhanced tribal cards, tribal identification cards, and your enhanced driver's licenses, because we have the proof. And Brother R is further digging into the codes right now because it's not even a rabbit hole as much as we're like, okay, I'm gonna check this, okay, check that, okay, check this. I know Brother R said he's checking the public law right now that's tied in.
Oh, I'm past the public law. I'm at the codification now, and guess what it's codified under?
Please don't tell me it's commerce.
Nah, it's worse.
Oh, hold on.
It's Title 50. That's a clue.
Okay, so Title 50. Hold on, let me try to remember what Title 50
Pop quiz,
is. I remember.
Quiz.
Is that like the CARES Act? Am I
Well, the CARES
close?
Act might have been in there. I don't think it was
Yeah, I
under there.
think CARES Act is under 50, but refresh our memories real quick.
So
Title
that
50.
the public law that I looked up was 108-458, right? Which is an act to reform the intelligence community and the intelligence and intelligence related activities of the United States government and for other purposes. But the short title, this act may be cited as the Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act of 2004, which is codified at Title 50, United States Code 401. But when you go to Title 50, you know me, I'm not going to Title 50, Section 401. I'm going directly to Title 50, the beginning, just to go look at, and when you go look at the beginning, that first chapter of the section that I went to, right, is not there anymore. They transferred it. But
Wow.
Title 50 is war.
Okay, war. Got you.
Title 50 is war. And it's so funny that these tribal IDs are under that. You know what I mean? They're under Title 50. Or at least
War. I'm sorry. Forgive me, bro. Immediately, I was just about to say, war. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. War. Yeah. Yo. Oh my God, we're about to have so much fun. Because some of you have these enhanced tribal identification and enhanced driver's licenses in your fucking pocket, purse, wallet. And I know once you see this, you're going to be like, fuck. You know what I mean? Stop buying these packages. Please, guys. Like, you got to remember who we are. We sincerely study the few things that are sincere. Brother Taj was sharing in lecture some things. Mother Ross Mariah was sharing some things. Other elders like Mother Rashida Bey was giving me levels past that because, when you start with RB Bey and hearing Brother Taj, that's really your elementary school level. That's pre-K and kindergarten, maybe up to grade 5. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, if you can really have your aptitude go that far. However, you got to be one who actually spends at least 18 months on RB Bey and studying the things without looking for a microwave result. You can't be, wanting to call the ambulance, right? And he's like, well, it's too much information and I don't know what to do first. It's like, I didn't have that luxury back in 2014. I had to really study. You guys are fucking spoiled in 2023. You're spoiled. And it's all because of the infiltration that took place with the Moorish American consulate with the Diglett brother and sister, the Richies, in 2018. Right, with their infiltration, and then the fall of the Moriscos, falsely termed Rise of the Moors, as well as the I Self Law Ain't Masters people, right? Them, right? I Self Law Ain't Master.com, I think it's called. At least that's what those pictures said that we that we're going to share, right? So, and then you got, a whole bunch, you got your consular general guys, and now you got people that want to be attorney generals, Moorish attorney general. It's just, man, how the incompetence is just like it's layered like onions, donkey. Like, you know what I mean? It's really layered, right? So I guess I'll go first, and then Brother R is gonna go next. So let's just brief up on this, guys. From Friday, previously 7 days ago, we was like, check your homework, do your homework, right? So we were saying that even when we send posts, right, we're putting United States codes on here that's under, mail, tampering with the mail, is punishable by law, right? Peace and greetings, Antonio Bay, Islam, Kindred, he says. Consuelo says Islam, peace and love to all. She says, and the kidnapping of Brother Lamont. What about him? I'm gonna. Woo! You don't. I'm telling you now, Brother Lamont. I don't know, because like I said, because look, we're Maryland State Republic. Nobody called me and told me they was doing anything. Well, who are you that they gotta call you? I'm someone not getting pinned to a guardrail by 10 brown shirts. So
yeah.
I know. If you feel like you're obligated to say something because you may have transacted 300 notes for a 1 hour Zoom. What did we charge you? What did we charge you, Consuelo? Did your cash app get hit, Brother R?
No.
Okay, because I know I done been in the Zoom and made phone calls. You see what I'm saying? I know that. I know what I did. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I know I owe no one anything. And at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and coddle your favorite Moorish superhero feelings. I'm not, because that's not what I'm here for. I share the truth. Me and my bro share the truth. And you guys are either agents, like this title says. How long have you been an agent? Part 2. Yeah, that's what this is. You guys see that title, right? You guys see that title, right? Right? You see Consuelo saying Islam, nothing, right? I didn't charge her anything. So I'm more of a brother than that Lamont guy. And me and Aura accept donations for our time. And some people come with nothing. Knowing, hey, look, man, maybe you guys don't know. So let me just say, our Moorish culture, right? It's funny, man. I should ask a seer, like, does he want to come in on this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like 2 seconds from literally texting or calling a seer, bro. Right? And because he and I are like 2 out of many Mother Rashida's babies, right? Mother Rashida just loves this, right? So with that being said, it's like, you know, when I see these things, right? Like, are we not doing what's right? You see what I'm saying? What are you guys pissed that we didn't ask you for 300 to 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 notes for some remedy that you do not comprehend why it's the remedy?
Exactly.
That's
Because
what's
happening. That's exactly what's happening when these people are paying for packages. They're getting assistance in the form of one doing it for you. You know what I mean? You're not going to learn that way.
You need to compensate us for our energy, because the culture, and I learned this from the elders, shout out again to Mother Rashida Bey and Brother Taj Tariq Bey, that when you come into the presence of Moors, our culture is gift giving. When we see each other, we give gifts.
Yep, and that's tied back to what chapter is that of the Holy Quran? 8, is it? Chapter 8.
Islam. So, and to add to that, then, because we already know that most people that view us and watch us are going to try to go back to their favorite Moorish consulating superhero, consul general, follow the Morisco, and you guys are going to try to incorporate what it is that we're doing freely and honorable, and try to make your bullshit better, because it's bullshit. It's been bullshit. I don't give a fuck what you say. It's been bullshit. Your consulate general, bullshit. Your Moorish American consulates, bullshit. Your iSelfLawAintMasters.com, bullshit. All bullshit. Oh, come to our status correction meet. Bullshit. And then you guys go and check what it is that we talking about. You know what you find out? This is what you find out. You find out that you're a fucking coward. You can't look yourself in the fucking eye in the mirror because you know you won't spend 18 months on RB Bay publication. So how dare you, in any way, shape, or form, think you're going to get something from us when your comprehension of sincerity is out of order? You don't even comprehend the law pertaining to compensation. And we don't charge you, because we're really working on the honor system here and seeing how honorable either you are and or not. Most people come to us once they done spent 10,000, from 300 to 10,000 notes, and then they want us to give them the remedy that they transacted for and didn't get from anywhere else, and come empty-handed. Oh, brother, see, when I get this, I'm gonna definitely look out for you. When is that going to be? 2052? 2053?
Oh, never, because they're gonna give up. Like that one brother that I can't even call him a brother, but he was like, I started on RV Bay and Moorish Science Temple 5 years ago, and I see no results. You see no results?
Because he's an idiot.
It sounded like he wasn't studying.
Because he's a fucking idiot. And his energy in that text sound like a fucking Mason. a clandestine Mason, not an honorable mother and son type, like, like we are. We're freeborn Master Masons and Eastern Stars. And don't have to be made over again in some lodge. Take a death oath. That's why our tassels are not and will never be pinned down. All righty. All righty. Hope you guys are getting it. Right? Right. We didn't charge. Right. We charged her nothing. Didn't charge her anything. Right? Terrell Bey says Islam. Right? So this is what it is. Right? And another thing we don't do. We don't be pimping with Moorish science either. Try to wear shirts with our taco meat showing and shit, all unbuttoned. We don't have gold fronts in our mouth and gold chains and shit, right? We didn't do that. So we're not getting in your purse or your pussy. You're welcome. Because we're honorable sons and we honor the mothers, our beloved mother mistress consorts that we're with. The only one that's open to taking on a mother mistress consort, and I'm not playing matchmaker here, is Brother Sean. And even then you're going to go through some scrutiny because we're not going to play. Where's Shorty at in her mind? Because she's not about to sit there and fuck with our little brother like that. It's not a game. We're not playing with y'all. Mothers or sons. You're welcome for December 27, 2022, when we had asked Malika and she had said, okay, yeah, I'll come on through to be on office hours with Dr. G. If it's not Brother Todd, Seven Hill Star is the only other thing that's the best thing on anything with House of Reawakening Minds. Everything else is bullshit. It's Negro black colored and it's selling you back into slavery. I don't give a fuck how you feel about Hazy Rod, chain smoking, black and mild guy. He's an idiot. Like all your enhanced tribal people, they're idiots. I get it though. You're tied to it. Why? Because you gave some Federal Reserve notes or PayPal or Cash App, and you thought it was going to help you. But guess what? Guess what you're going to do? You're going to come to 70 Hill Star to try to comprehend the shit that you transacted for, and these people gave you no comprehension. They didn't do any type of classes. They're just selling shit to you. And here we go. 18 United States Code 1341, frauds and swindles. Law.cornell.edu. 18 United States Code 1341. So, bro, if I share a screen, you read, and when you share a screen, I read. You want to do that?
It's up to you, bro. I'm kind of doing some research in the background still.
So you want me to just read this then while you still doing your checking?
Yeah, I'm trying to find something right now.
Alrighty, 18 United States Code 1341, frauds and swindles. Whoever having devised or intending, and remember, these United States codes only apply to beings that are federal, state, or municipal agents. This is not for the common sentient people, the common sentient beings. Let me say it like that. Because the people of the state are those that are senators and House of Representatives, which is different from the common sentient beings. I know you guys have probably never heard these things. I'm so confused. No, you're not. You're not confused. You'll never be confused. What you are is either incompetent or competent. So stop calling it confused. Just be like, I'm incompetent with that right now. I gotta strengthen my competency. You're welcome. Because we know we help people change their vocabulary too. That's another thing that Seven Hill Star does. So when you start hearing people speak more intelligently, is because they're binge watching us. Like I said, I remember saying to my bros all the time, it's like that song or that artist that you like, but nobody else thinks is really cool. So you only play, you don't play it with your windows rolled down doing 2 miles an hour so everybody can see you, right? What you do is you got your earbuds in or your AirPods or your headphones on, and you got your head under your pillow, like, damn, this shit rocking. So then you got all your Negro black colored leader guys out there who now seem like, oh, dang, man, yo, his knowledge just seems like it's growing because there are sons and daughters. And I don't care if you have copper toned skin. You're my fucking son and daughter, period. Because if it wasn't for us sharing what we sharing, remember, we introduced these things to you. when all you were looking for how, because all you were getting the what, and you didn't want to study. Like I and my brothers studied, and we figured out our own protocols. That's why it wasn't hard to link up with someone like Mother Malika and see like, oh, okay, we see the commonality. Okay, well, let's see what you got. Okay, send us your notes, Malika. Let's see. Okay, and then we compare and see the stuff that we've done. Like, hey, yo, it's the same thing. It's just that we shoot with our right hand, she shoot with her left hand. Both is scoring.
Yeah, we're both not missing.
Both not missing at all. And then people are like, well, brothers, why don't y'all show the boys how to do it? Why don't you show your mind how to be fucking competent? Fuck are you talking about? Whoever having devised or intending to devise any scheme or artifice to defraud, or for obtaining money or property by means of false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, or promises, or to sell, dispose of, loan, exchange, alter, give away, distribute, supply, or furnish, or procure for unlawful use any counterfeit or spurious coin, obligation, security, or other article, or anything represented to be or intimated or held out to be such counterfeit or spurious article. First start out with coin, now article. For the purpose of executing such scheme or artifice, or attempting to attempting so to do, places in any post office or authorized depository for mail matter, any matter or thing whatever to be sent or delivered by the postal service, or deposits or causes to be deposited, any matter or thing whatever to be sent or delivered by any private or commercial interstate carrier, or takes or receives therefrom any such matter or thing, or knowingly causes to be delivered by mail or such carrier according to the direction thereon, or at the place at which it is directed to be delivered by the person to whom it is addressed, any such matter or thing shall be fined. And this, again, this only deals with federal, state, or municipal agents. So if you send in mail via tax day purchase, or you know the construction, because we already told you that post office under Title 39. And all we got to do is find the corresponding codes of federal regulations, which is how things are to be administered, how the United States codes are to be administered. However, what we're showing you here is what is written, how shit should go. So this doesn't deal with those of us that are competent, sentient beings. All righty, some urban peaceful greetings to you, love. All right, competent, sentient beings. This doesn't apply to, right? I'm just saying. All righty, so in continuing, right? Shall be fined under this title or in prison not more than 20 years or both. So that's the federal, state, and municipal agents that are to be fined or imprisoned. If the valid, so that means also too, if you got a business registered with the state and you put something in the mail, like, you know, like how attorneys who get their certificates from the Supreme Court of the state, which means they're registered with the state, no delegation of authority came from the governor to the attorney general to them. They're to be fined under this title or in prison not more than 20 years or both. Every fucking attorney wants to send you mail. Hey, it's somebody suing you, right? You wasn't supposed to send that. However, they're so confident in the majority pertaining to the sentient beings being incompetent. They're confident in your incompetence. They're like, you know what? I'm going straight to the bank with their ignorance. Ignorance. Like, these people's ignorance is so profitable.
Right.
That's how this goes. If the violation occurs in relation to or involving any benefit authorized, transported, transmitted, transferred, dispersed, or paid in connection with a presidentially declared major disaster or emergency, as those terms are defined in Section 102 of the Robert T. Stafford Disaster Relief and Emergency Assistance Act 42, United States Code 5122, or affects a financial institution, such person Woo, person, right? So any corporation, firm, association, not Seven Hills Star Astrology firm, right? Because we're non-statutory, right? We're doing things competently, being who we are, being heirs. We're not federal agents, nor do we have cards that brief that we are federal agents, because we're not. The fuck? Such person shall be fined not more than 1 million doll hairs, I'm guessing, because this symbol here is funny, because that's what Malika brought up in class, and I was like, just entertain us and hit United States Code. This symbol, you can't define in any statute. It doesn't exist. So this is just 1 million somethings, or in prison, because it doesn't say 1 million Federal Reserve notes or 1 million pieces of gold or silver. So here is where the well-trained hypnosis and social engineering that most people are under, they'll say $1 million. That's why we say 1 million doll hairs, right? Mm-hmm. Shout out to Malik and Sonny, Keith and Bobby, and everybody else at the Jurisprudence Gym. Shout out to all of you guys. You know what I mean? Joe, McGrail, all you guys, right? And Woman's Maya, you know, I think Coach was like really sharing a lot, you know, yesterday too, like really imparting his wisdom too. It's funny. Or in prison, not more than 30 years or both, right? So let's go next. Okay, so good. So this is a part of your homework. That was what you're supposed to see, and this is one of the codes that go on the post. When I send posts, that's what I put. I put that on my post, right? I actually have Avery labels where I have it printed on there, so I don't have to always, you know, write it. I don't mind writing it either. I really don't, you know. Mail tampering is punishable by law. 18 United States Code 1341, 18 United States Code 1702, 18 United States Code 1703, 18 United States Code 1708. So let's go back, right? And I'm going to type now, I'm going to take away 1341 and type in 1702. Hit go. Obstruction, right, of correspondence. Looky, Astro Cookie, right? 18 United States Code 1702, obstruction of correspondence. Whoever takes any letter, postcard, or package out of any post office or any that, how are you going to take it out the post office? You got to fucking work there. This is how you know. This is how you spank the postal workers. Oh, but postal workers be crazy. Fuck them and their craziness. They're one USC, one insane persons. You should know that already. This is how you keep people in bounds. However, there are some post office workers who are actually very kind. So the fuck them is not for those beings that are kind. However, for the ones that think they run shit because they done had some meeting in their lodge with their clandestine pent down fez with some bullshit jewels on them, right? They're the whoever takes any letter, postcard, or package out of any post office or any authorized depository for mail matter, or from any letter or mail carrier, or which has been in any post office or authorized depository, or in the custody of any letter or mail carrier before it has been delivered to the person to whom it was directed, with design to obstruct the correspondence. Oh, this says tax a percu, we're going to send it back. You just obstructed correspondence. How dare you? Well, you need this much postage. What the fuck is this? You're a fucking troll. You're like, I need a toll for this. You got to do your motherfucking job before you get fired. Oh, those codes don't matter. You better read those codes. I'm trying to tell you, I've been doing this for quite some time, and I don't back down when challenged. So don't get it twisted. Don't let this pretty face fool you. All right, we don't fuck around. With design to obstruct the correspondence or to pry into the business or secrets of another. Ooh, that's like when they open your shit and you get your mail and it be cut or some shit. Oh, we done had that happen too. While the codes are on there, That's how you know a lot of people with them blue shirts on working for the post office are, what's the word? How do Americans say idiots? They're fucking idiots. Business or secrets of another, or opens, secretes, embezzles, or destroys the same shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. So now they're being fined again. So we're putting United States codes on there as warnings. Hey, just send the fucking mail. Mind your business. Send the mail. send my post to the post that it's supposed to go to. Mind your fucking business and send the post. Period.
Yo, I'm reading. Oh my goodness, I'm at subtitle B, and it's just I'm not really at the specific part, but I am seeing that this is some terrorist shit. It's to stop terrorists from traveling into the United States and causing harm. You know what I'm saying? That's where they're tribal. Which, by the way, remember that they call the MATD. The MATD, the Moorish American travel document, is not a Moorish American document.
It's not.
And there's like, it's not a passport, it's a travel document. Well, they're talking about travel documents here under war. Under the war title. Under subtitle B, which is again, the subtitle B is a terrorist travel and effective screening. We'll get to that later. I just wanted to point that out. I am finding some good stuff here.
If you were studied, you wouldn't be asking that question, Dr. Swindle Hoodwink.
Oh, he's an agent.
So how does it relate to Moorish science? Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, speak in an intelligent tone. Go to those that know law. You know, go to those that know law, speak in an intelligent tone. I'm sure they'll be glad to render you a favorable reply. So, yeah, we're probably the more I sense that you're just here trolling. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's funny. It's funny. He says, "Look, and this is how I smack trolls. Watch this. You can get a travel document on RV Bay Publications." When Brother R is talking about travel documents, talking about travel documents pertaining to U.S. citizens.
Yeah, the travel document on rvbaypublication.com is not issued by the United States government or anyone subject to them.
So why don't you use your real appellation or just shut the fuck up? Respectfully. Respectfully.
Seriously. He's a COINTEL agent. He be all over other Moorish pages.
Yeah, that picture. Yeah, we're used to seeing that picture. So that's why it's just like we're ignoring that. We're ignoring that. You know what I mean? Because people know that we respond to the chat. So it is what it is. It's just going to get ignored. And then most people in the chat are probably, I'm telling you, some people won't be like, what? Yeah. So we're about to break your heart, right? So you can comment all you want. Remember, it's our YouTube channel, so I have means of blocking, erasing your stuff. You know, don't use your Bill of Right 1 and Bill of Right 4 to be a fucking idiot. Alrighty. It's so cute. Oh, look at the babies. So anyway, 18 United States Code 1703, delay or destruction of mail or newspapers. So how does this tie into Moorish science and what Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought? Because when you know the law, you go to those that know law, and then you take your correspondences. You do either post, let's say, sending post, facsimile, email, phone calls. And you speak in an intelligent tone and you ask the pertinent questions. However, it's beings like these trolls that come here that really, they learn from us. However, they wish it was them. So what he would much rather say is, how can I be a part of Seven Hill Star? I really want to be a part of Seven Hill Star. You know what I mean? And look, let's just say this one last thing. Because this is how you know people are incompetent with no proof. He says, but you follow Taj Tariq Bey and Dr. G. They ate part. Was it delicious to them? Because they ate part of RV Bay Publications. They ate it. they ate part of it. Okay, I obviously you can see where people's feet are, and I mean, I follow. I'm actually sitting here on YouTube, sitting. I'm not following anything. So loud and wrong again, Dr. Swindle Hoodwink. Oh, the idiots, bro! You already know how I embrace the heckler. And so how much of RB Big publications did they eat? Okay, anyway, 18 United States Code 1703, delay or destruction of mail or newspapers. Right? Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right. Man, these things aren't long. A, whoever being a postal service officer or employee. I told you, I tried to tell you, this is not for the common sentient beings. However, when these beings try to force the common sentient beings, sincere Moorish American nationals that actually know how to study and continue to teach the world like we do every lifetime, we decide to come back and help you all. We decide to do these things. I know I definitely had to volunteer this lifetime. This is lifetime like number 7 for me. And we sit here and we give our comprehension. So you can go back and look at it every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we're not paying attention to beings who are really fans of us. They're groupies. You guys see, look, what does this groupie say? If he reads up on medical procedures, does that make him an expert? See? Y'all see, right? Whoever, feel free to fry this guy in the chat you guys want to, you know, but I know you guys are really paying attention. So if you want this guy to be blocked, put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to continue reading this.
It's so funny. It's so funny because they do divide and conquer tactics, but then they also do the putting everyone in the same pot. So people like that agent that's in the chat right now, he's the one that's going around posting the Richies with the Jamals, with the Tajes, and with everyone
because they have low self-esteem and they're insecure. Like
they're trying to act like, example. Of course, they're trying to act like all of those beings work together or something, right? Or all those beings support each other, right? But then knowingly still trying to divide Moors. But we don't associate with any sellout Moors anyways. We don't associate with traitors.
Oh, and we're not contracted to answer his fucking questions. So fuck him, respectfully. Fuck you, bro. Seriously. Like you're an idiot. So you might want to backtrack who you're talking to. You might want to do your research. I follow no one. I self-law am and master. I self-law and master with mother. I self-law am master because mother made sure that I'm a freeborn master mason in Eastern Star and do not have to be made over again. So you guys can fry that genius. And whoever being a postal service officer or employee unlawfully secretes, destroys, detains, delays, or open any letter, postcard, package, bag, or mail entrusted to him, or which shall come into his possession, and which was intended to be conveyed by mail or carried or delivered by any carrier or other employee of the Postal Service, or forwarded through or delivered from any post office or station thereof established by authority of the Postmaster General or the Postal Service. There's an or. Shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. So when idiots ask, what does this have to do with Moorish science or what Prophet Noble Drew Ali says? Prophet Noble Drew Ali says to carry out his law. So when you think of Bill of Right 1 and Bill of Right 4, Bill of Right 1 is for you, I'm just going to quote a portion of it, free speech and press. And you're sending your free speech and press in a way for it to be secure, for the people to be secure in their person. Now, we're not talking a statutory person. We're talking about in the means in which you are industrious. And so when we go and analyze the codes of different level, the statutes, codes, and policies, it just makes us stronger in knowing that we're being heirs and we know what we're saying. However, you got men wearing turbans or fezzes that really comprehend nothing. All they comprehend is to be trolls, and they're actually like Masons. They're like these, you know, you got some Moors that are just Masons, and they got to do everything to try to like keep the law alive, like on Martin, keep the law alive. Idiots. Whoever being a postal service officer or employee improperly detains, delays, or destroys any newspaper or permits any other person to detain, or permits any other person to detain, you know, or permits basically. Hey, you stop, you make that stop, you know, or permits any other person to detain, delay or destroy the same, or opens or permits any other person to open any mail or package of newspapers not directed to the office where he is employed, or whoever without authority opens or destroys any mail or package of newspapers not directed to him, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 1 year, or both. And when I send the literature that I produce, that's newspaper. North, east, west, south, because I'm an astrologer. So those are the directions. East is the ascendant. South, from here in the northern hemisphere, is where we're seeing the path of the sun. We can observe that. West is the descendant. And remember, south from near the northern hemisphere, we're observing where the planets go on the highest. That's the medium celli, or medium coeli, some people will say. Medium celli, which is the midheaven. And then north is the imum celli, from here, pertaining to the northern hemisphere. So that is newspaper. And I know how to properly speak that because I am an AstroCivician. And I comprehend astromasonics. All right. So Consuelo's laughing, right? All right, guys. Anybody put a 1 in the chat for him to be blocked yet? Because I'm telling you. Right. So with that being said, we'll just leave that idiot there. You're reading it, bro. You got that squint like you're reading it. You reading it, brother Ara?
What's that?
Oh, I thought you was reading the chat, bro.
No, I was about to pull it up, but I just seen something interesting. But again, this is what I just found matches what we found, that 3-page document about U.S. citizens. What I'm reading right here, but I'm trying to comprehend what they mean when they say.
I'm not obligated to answer your questions. You know, if you want a concept correction meeting, you know, you can reach out to us and have your donation ready for our time. You see what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. You can say that I can't answer, I can't answer. I'm not your bitch. So I don't have to answer you. So you can try to be like, oh, see, he ain't answered me, so he don't know. Look, everything you've said so far is assumption. You don't know me, you've never been around me, but you're telling me how my feet allow my body to follow someone. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You're talking about how much Brother Taj and Dr. Naila, how much they eat RV Bay. You're an idiot. Why would I even validate that? I'm only saying what I'm saying now, so everybody else that's watching and viewing and will view later can just laugh at your dumb ass. Respectfully. That's only because of your behavior. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm fully respecting your behavior, and it's some dumbass behavior. So with that being said,
who led the Moorish movement? You talking about? Noble Drew Ali led the Moorish movement. You talking about 1400? I don't think that was a movement. But it's so funny because he has a picture of a Moor on his thing, but he's a fat Albion son, and he popped himself up on the screen on an accident one time. There's a picture of him somewhere, one of Canalan Moor's videos. believe. Yeah, he's a fat, sloppy, low self-esteem agent. He's probably not even paid. Actually, he's probably just like miserable. So he just goes online and tries to knock that which he can't.
Got you. So I guess, you know,
Let's see.
All his messages were deleted. I wonder how that happened. Oh, it's saying I put him on timeout. Oh, I definitely ain't put him on timeout. We need to block his dumb ass.
Bin Wade, Section 1D4B of such act.
I have no problem with blocking him later. 18 United States Code 1708, right? Right? So, na 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 na. Hey, peace out. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right. 18 United States Code 1708. Theft or receipt of stolen mail matter generally. Right? Looky, Astro Cookie. This is the last one, and then I'm gonna give the floor to Brother R. Bey so he can bring up his photos because we're about to turn up even more. All right, so this is the last portion. And did you guys go over this in your homework? Whoever steals, takes, or abstracts, or by fraud or deception obtains, or attempts so to obtain from or out of any mail, post office, or station thereof, letterbox, mail, receptacle, or any mail route, or other authorized depository for mail matter, or from a letter or mail carrier, any letter, postcard, package, bag, or mail, or abstracts or removes from any such letter, package, bag, or mail, any article or thing contained herein, therein, or secretes, embezzles, or destroys any such letter, postal card, package, bag, or mail, or any article or thing contained therein, or whoever steals, takes or abstracts, or by fraud or deception obtains any letter, postcard, package, bag, or mail, or any article or thing contained therein, which has been left for collection upon or adjacent to a collection box or other authorized depository of mail matter, or whoever buys, receives, or conceals, or unlawfully has in his possession any letter, postcard, package, bag, or mail, or any article or thing contained therein which has been so stolen, taken, embezzled, or abstracted, as herein described, knowing the same to have been stolen, taken, embezzled, or abstracted, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 5 years or both. So you're looking at about 41 years of imprisonment and some fines altogether. If you're going, probably add up all those. That's just 4 United States codes under Title 18, right? United States Code 1341, United States Codes 1702. United States Code is 18 United States Code 1341, 18 United States Code 1702, 18 United States Code 1703, 18 United States Code 1708. All right. So with that being said, he probably took them off himself. No, I completely just blocked him. I hid his messages or whatever. That's what I did. You know, he how did you get here? You're not supposed to be here. That's really what's up with him. He's not even supposed to be here. He's a troll. All right, and that just goes to show we're telling the truth. People have to come and try. Oh, let me ask some questions so that people can discredit you and think you look, man. It's way too much.
Stupid ass.
Yeah, I've been doing this. I'm in my 9th year now. My 9th year will be completed in November.
He just hopped in the chat 9 years later.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, he's 9 years late. He should have been like, oh, you don't know this within like my first couple of months. However, again, they learn from us, man. These beings learn from us. And then they try to make themselves better knowers, or they try to use it against, Moors that don't know just yet. So, I don't pay them any mind. Brother Tyler said, you can't beat me here. That's what I'm saying. You can't beat me here. Right? So, yeah, Islam. So that's it right there for my portion. I hope you guys did do your homework from that was given last Friday. However, if you didn't, it's all good. We just reviewed homework so that you're clear that when I send posts, that's what I'm putting there. And I have 2 posts to send out, right? Shout out to Sia, Marie Rael, and shout out to Mother Naisha Bay. All right, I'm just waiting on some more stamps coming here. I just ordered them. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. However, I might go find, I think, a couple that I have somewhere, probably in my book bag, and I'll make sure that gets out no later than Monday. One of those, because I already have you guys literature printed out. I have to just fold and laminate the covers for Mother Naisha, and Mother Sia Marie Raels is just back there. So, and you guys can actually see. Let me move my square and compass, right? My wing dividers, right? Some people call these wing dividers. I love this compass here, right? This is one of my favorite compasses. I have a few of these. This is from my HVAC schooling days, and I made sure I still keep this because this is what you actually use to do your radio line developments in sheet metal. So I always keep my compass in square, right? That's just one set of compass in square that I have, right? So let me close this up and just close this back, right? So yeah, I already folded Mother Naisha's first block, and all the blocks are cut and printed, right? And then I just have to laminate and fold. This is what I sent for Nationality, and then my first workshop that I did at House of Reawakening Minds back in 2018, that booklet, and then my first 4 years of astrology notes and the references where I got them from, that book, and then the coloring book right there. So all I got to do is just fold and laminate your covers, Mother Naisha, and I thank you again. Also, and anybody else that wants to order, go right ahead. As I said, I'm doing this myself. All right, so now I have to make sure I have supplies. All right, so that's great. And yeah, it might, the numbers for this may be going up, so I can make sure I have a good amount of ink and paper ahead of time, right? So with that being said, I'm going to yield the floor to my beloved brother, in whom I'm well pleased, Brother R. Bey, as he goes to share the pictures. Yes, multiple participants can share screens. Wanted to make sure that was selected. And once he's done with his picture, I'm going to share some pictures with that also. Some things that we just found, so you guys can stop getting robbed out here. You're going to have to rely. I get it. You guys want quick results. You've been socially engineered to fill out a document and get some result, from agencies that really are only to cater to federal, state, and municipal agents. So a lot of you guys, most of your life have been operating in fraud. And then when you find out, it's hard for you to make the connection to immediately get yourself out of it. You go through this like exorcism and baptism. And we've been telling you guys how all you got to do is just study on RV Bay. Stay to yourself, study for 18 months, start there. And because that's where I started. You know what I mean? Get all the books you can from RV Bay. Get all of them. Get your nationality card from there. Get your right to travel card from there. Get your student card from there. And study. There will be, all you got to do is be sincere. I'm telling you, your consciousness will unfold. You won't just be looking at it like, hey, these brothers are sharp. They intelligent, man. They must have really did this to be this way. All we did was be sincere. When you're sincere, nature conspires in your favor. Nature really conspires in your favor when you're sincere. Right? Any questions, comments, and/or suggestions before Brother Aura goes into his photos, man? I can't wait till you post these photos, bro. I'm so ready. I'm so ready because I'm ready to pick it apart. Like, what is that? Like, what are those? You ready, bro? You're in the zone, bro.
Okay. No, yeah, because I was trying to find okay, so what is the Immigration and Nationality Act. Okay, got it. Wow, I really went looking for it. Pardon me. And I mean, guess I could share the screen here.
Yeah. You got the picture of that sister with the mustard yellow wig, right? I call it French's. So you got that French's wig on.
Yeah, I'm about to pull that up right now. I just wanted to definitely look at D4B. D4B. Pardon, D4. Yeah, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lowercase d. Because I'm definitely going to show you guys this. I have this ready. D4B. Jesus Christ. How long is this? Oh, gotcha. D4B. And what I'm actually looking at is the Immigration and Nationality thing, because this is what it actually leads back to. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the only beings that are supposed to be identifying themselves when they're coming, quote unquote, into the United States.
How do you come into some papers? I'm gonna come into some papers. Busting a nut on a stack of papers.
Yikes. All right, so it's a very long United States code I'm looking at here. Oh, that's what I should have did. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait, that's waiver authorized. Okay. So you guys are gonna, all right, found it finally. And it's D4. D4B. D4B. Just making it. Okay. All right, guys. So I guess I will pull up that photo first. Pardon the delay.
Hold on. Mommy, you want me to give Diesel some banana? All right. Mommy said no.
So I'm definitely about to pull this up. All right, time to share. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Gotta give him that boom, boom, boom. Gotta give him that boom, boom, boom. Yo. Okay, so let's read so this is what you read earlier. Let's read her caption and then look at the photos. This is so funny.
No attack to you, TC. But
or is it hold on. Is it CC? What does the card say? The card definitely doesn't say CC things. The card says, what does the card say? Royalty Malaha Bay. Okay. That's already, I see concepts on clear.
Best thing I could have learned is becoming a national. I don't have to abide by U.S. citizens' rules.
I don't have to abide. Okay, I'm ready to pick it apart. They don't apply to you unless you have an enhanced tribal card.
Yeah, no, I mean, bro, we're about to go in. No traffic tickets. Don't have to pay taxes. I can travel. See, and then you already know she doesn't know that any charge is already attached. I can travel without being bothered by the police. You're not required to have a driver's license if you are traveling. What is this?
International driver's license.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I thought she said she didn't need a driver's license.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. If you are traveling, no tags. I own my car in my jurisdiction. I can govern myself. So you made these cards then? You're governing yourself? You made these? And you have an address. It says that you have an address in Inglewood, Ohio, which means you're a resident of Ohio.
Hold on. So, in order to have an address, she must be the post office because only the United States Postal Service has addresses. So, is she saying she's a federal agent?
In many ways. Now, let's just analyze these documents. First and foremost, why does it say Taiwan?
Now, for me, I think when they go to authenticate the birth certificate, which they shouldn't be doing, they pick these non-Hague countries to do so.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and the question is, where is the country or nation called Indigenous Aboriginal? Because I can show you, bro. Oh my God, because I just found it too. Stop playing with me, bro. This shit says on the basis of reciprocity with respect to nationals. What did she say she was? Best thing I could have learned is becoming a national. I don't have to abide by U.S. citizen rules. Oh, really? On the basis of reciprocity with respect to nationals of foreign contiguous territory or of adjacent islands, the residents thereof have a common nationality with such nationals.
What's nationals?
The term national means a person owing permanent allegiance to a state. So what is your state for your nationality to be? Because remember, it says of such nationals, wait. Therefore, having a common nationality of such nationals, right? The territory or of adjacent islands and residents thereof. But your nationality is what? According to your foreign international driver's license, your nationality
Aboriginal
is an indigenous. That's a nationality. What nation is that? What
is
land?
That a yellow turban? Let me stop.
Is that a yellow turban? Well, one thing's for sure and two things for certain. There is no country, nation, landmass called Indigenous Aboriginal. You're not.
So it's not called Indigenous Aboriginia.
Yeah, right. There's no. That's not a nationality. That's impossible. Indigenous Aboriginal is not a nationality. That's an impossibility. It cannot exist. And then you have Bay. How are you a Bay with no nationality? What is this? This is a legal status. Indigenous is a status.
It doesn't even say her nationality is Moorish American.
Indigenous is a political status. Not a nation. That's so crazy, bro. That's so crazy. And then look at this shit. Domestic business ID.
She thought she was cute too. That shit is hilarious because she is.
I don't even see her.
That's why I was like,
bro, it's a domestic. Domestic to what? United States, right?
Oh my God.
So wouldn't that make you a United States business?
Oh my God, bro, stop. Yo, hold on.
Bro, no, I'm not done.
Ready for this.
I'm not even close to done, bro. Funnier. And why the hell is the United Nations logo on here? What is this?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sorry. This is funny. Hold up, yo. Is that a yellow turban? Okay, I'm gonna stop and let it go.
Bro, first of all driver's licenses are business licenses. IDL, International Driver's License Number. You have a driver's license number and a domestic business ID number. You're a national, not subject to the what? Not have to abide by what? What are you talking about? You have an address in Inglewood. So now let's get off that real quick. But remember this, guys. It is an enhanced. This is an enhanced tribal identification. And Royal Tribe of Indigenous Aboriginals. That's not connecting you to no bloodline. That's not connecting you to no mother.
Hold on. Is Malachian like
they're trying to say that's the tribe?
Hold on. That's saying Malachian Empire.
How is it an empire subject to a corporation? Because I'm gonna show you that these cards are in accordance with United States codes. They're actually like this one right here, this enhanced tribal identification. All right, bro, we're gonna have to do it now.
Oh my God. Yo, it makes me want to look up Malachi in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary.
You want to do that real quick?
I can do it real quick. Hold
all right, because I want to prepare my next slide and not show the private stuff. This ain't my laptop. This is my baby's laptop. So let me pull that up though. I know I sent it to you as well. Did I download it? I think I did. Oh no, that's the government structure. Okay, yeah. Man, how long have you been a public agent, yo? For real.
How long have you been a public agent?
I'm a national. No, you're a public agent. I promise you, and we're gonna prove it. We're not just gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show
you. Okay. So we're on PDF page 606 out of 1,045 pages in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary by Charles Fillmore. And I'm just going to zoom in here on Malachi because they're saying they're a Malachian empire, right?
Yeah.
Malachi, Ibri, 1 cent of Jehovah. Now, Jehovah is another way of saying Yud He Vav He, YHVH, like Yahweh, right? Which is dealing with the cardinal points of the zodiac, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Messenger of Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. Angel of Jehovah, angel of the Lord, prophet of Jah, minister, servant, the last of the minor. It gets way too sweet for me because of my comprehension. Nothing is really known of him aside from his writings, but it is thought that he lived in the time of Nehemiah, Malachi 1:1. We already know, you guys saw our Veritas series, that anything, any time or places or people in the Bible did not exist. These are dealing with levels of consciousness tied in with your endocrine system. All right. Metaphysical. The voice of conscience in mind, because man is mind, calls his attention to his shortcomings and encourages him to do right. So the Malachian Empire is minds that are being called to be attentive to their shortcomings and they're being encouraged to do right. Conscience is symbolized by Malachi. Oh, so this is the conscience empire, but however, let's continue reading. Quote, my messenger, end quote, margin of, right? It'll say it's in the margin of Malachi 1:1. All real lasting wealth and happiness are based on unity with to call upon, right? A proper person to call upon, right? Proper person means non-statutory person, right? So a proper sentient being calling upon, because God is to call upon. All real lasting wealth and happiness are based on unity with God. Malachi will tell you this, or you can prove it to yourself after you have spent years in material experiences. Yo, I promise you, if you guys know how to really comprehend that, that is so fucking sweet, right? Let's see what you guys say. There's some laughing out. Latiro says, oh, hold on. Consuelo said, That's what I was told to do when I stupidly did mine. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
It was going to be somebody that's here, yo. I knew it. I wasn't sure who it was. I'm telling you, man. Look, a lot of people are being duped and not being taught. Because they go spend their finances, and the people they spend their finances with aren't teaching them shit. They're just selling them documents, as Brother R is about to show, that had you right back into slavery. You're a federal agent with the iselflaw8masters.com. I can't wait till we show y'all this shit. Oh,
I'm a national of indigenous aboriginal. What? Where's that at?
Tyrell Bay says, this why the federal agencies think they can try us.
Exactly.
This is fucking horrible, bro.
Real facts, man. Look,
so true.
they don't even know about the Indian Citizenship Act of 1924, yo. After the prophet was on the scene, they're like, all right, let's try to put them in this indigenous category, as Indians under our corporation. The Indian Citizenship Act of 1924 was an act of the United States Congress that granted U.S. citizenship to the indigenous peoples of what? Of the United States, not of America. Bro, matter of fact, unscreen share, bro. Unscreen.
Hold on. Last thing, hold on.
Okay.
Laughing out loud. C. Thomas says national minus nation, I guess. Tyrell Bay says she don't want to be a Moor. These Moors be having personal vendettas against themselves. Todd said out to lunch. So yeah, Todd said that they went out to lunch. That is so freaking true. Maya B says mind blown emoji. This is fascinating, right? And Consuelo says, right? All right, go ahead, bro. I yield, man. Now that we done look up what Malachi is in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They're saying that the 14th Amendment defines a citizen. Woo! While the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution defines a citizen as any person born in the United States and subject to its laws and jurisdiction, the amendment had previously been interpreted by the courts not to apply to Native peoples. Well, what does it say in the highlighted portion? The Indian Citizenship Act of 1924, which is codified at 43, statute at large, 43 stat 253, enacted June 2nd, 1924. I can't forget that. I know like 4 people who manifested on that June 2nd date. Was an act of the United States Congress that granted U.S. citizenship to the indigenous peoples of the United States.
Not America.
If you look at, that's what I'm saying. If you look at House Resolution 0689, it says that Moorish Americans are indigenous to the Americas, North, South, Central America, and all adjoining islands prior to colonization. If you're indigenous to the United States, your history doesn't go back past the 1700s. Indigenous to the United States? Jesus Christ. But check this out. All right. I got this now. We really about to go in. The department, this is from the Department of Homeland Security. And again, this is actually in conjunction with the Department of State and the Department of Homeland Security, right? DHS delegation number. So this is delegation of authority to designate specific enhanced driver's licenses, specific enhanced tribal cards, and any qualified Indian and Northern Affairs Canada card as acceptable land and sea board crossing documents. So you clearly see that this is from the Department of Homeland Security. The purpose of this delegation vests in the commissioners of U.S. Customs and Border Protection the authority to designate as acceptable border crossing documents for persons arriving by land or sea from within the Western Hemisphere. 1, state specific enhanced driver's licenses and identity documents. 2, Canadian province-specific enhanced driver's licenses and identity documents being issued consistent with the agreement between U.S. Customs and Border Protection and Canada Border Services Agency. And 3, a satisfactory Canadian government Indian and Northern Affairs Canada card. And 4, United States Native American tribe specific enhanced tribal cards. Again, you already see they got U.S. citizenship, y'all. They're not, oh, I'm free now, I'm a national, I'm not subject, I don't have to. Let me go.
Maybe we could. I mean, I know you want to go in on your presentation, rightfully so. But maybe we could reach out to Royalty, Malacca Bay, or CC Thames, whatever they are, and be like, hey, would you like to come in for a concept correction session? If you are sincere, if you sincerely want to study, or we can ask her if she doesn't, does she just think that documentation is what's going to save her? Right? So
no, this documentation right here is proof that you can't get a tax exempt number unless you're subject to the tax, and then you're being relieved of that obligation by them who you're subject to. So Moors are not tax exempt. Moors are non-tax obliged, and everything that the occupational corporation posing as a de facto government does is taxation, all of it. So now I only went over the purpose. I'm about to blow y'all mind right here. So check this out. We're going to skip that. We're going to go to definitions. Why are we going to go to definitions? Because right here, this document says enhanced tribal identification right there. Okay. Right here, we have enhanced driver's license, right? As used in this delegation, the terms enhanced driver's license and EDL mean a driver's license or other identity document issued by a state, Canadian province, or territory which meets the requirements of WHTI final rule for acceptance at the land and sea port of entry. But hey, Ara, that doesn't say enhanced identification. It doesn't say what hers say. Hers says enhanced tribal identification. That says enhanced driver's license. Okay, don't trip. Here we go. Enhanced tribal card. Is that what you want to see? The enhanced tribal card, or ETC, as used in this delegation. The terms enhanced tribal card, or ETC, mean a tribal membership card issued by a federally recognized United States. You're not just a Native American, you're a United States Native American tribe, which also meets the requirements of WHTI. But hold on, you don't have to abide by United States laws, but it says here that the ID that you're using has to also meet the other requirements of WHTI. What is WHTI final rule of acceptance? What is that? Well, let's go right back up here. It's the first definition. Hey, Western Hemisphere Tribal Initiative, or WHTI, as used in this delegation. The terms, and again, this delegation of authority is coming from the Department of the Homeland Security and the Department of State. Now, as used in this delegation, the terms Western Hemisphere Tribal Initiative, or WHTI, mean the joint Department of Homeland Security and Department of State plan to implement new documentation requirements for who?
U.S.citizens.
And certain non-immigrant aliens.
Oh, hold on. So that means that whoever's using that, they do not have their unalienable rights.
Right. And again, a non-immigrant alien, I don't have the definition. I didn't pull up the definition right here, but I can tell you right now that the aliens that they admit them for permanent residency. Or you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they the United States leaned upon.
And it says United States as required by Section 7209 of the Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act of 2004. Oh, don't trip. We got that right here. But pay attention. The enhanced title card is issued to U.S. citizens as well as.
Hold on. Do the people know what U.S. citizens are? It's funny too, because Consuelo said that document kinda, I'm going to put emphasis on kinda, says the same thing as 1508 of the Criminal Resource Manual from the Department of Justice, where it's talking about in the absence of a nationality card.
That's not a nationality card, though. There's no nation. It's not tied to a nation. It's tied to a tribe. And the tribe is a tribe of the United States. It's not indigenous to the Americas, which are continents.
This is not a nationality card.
This is not a national. This card right here is not a nationality card.
Oh my God.
This is an enhanced tribal ID card.
Oh, geez.
And this card is not a nationality card. This is a business license. It says domestic business ID number and driver's license. A driver and a license is for business. A driver is a commercial position.
Correct.
So she is doing commerce worldwide. That shit says international driver. She's not just a driver of the state. She went beyond that and became.
She might be driving out Taiwan.
An international driver. She became an international driver, yo. She's doing commerce all over the world.
She's doing Uber at Pate City, Taiwan.
Yeah, something. So now, okay, so again, that's not a nationality card. Please correct that concept if you believe that's a nationality card, because this is telling
you hear, Brother Aura, that's not a nationality card, so it's not kind of saying what 1508 of the Criminal Resource Manual issued.
Yeah, because and if you look at United States Code, the only thing they call a nationality card within the United States is a passport, and and what does it say nationality is? It says USA.
Oh, she was saying how in the absence of a nationality card, how false documents are quote unquote accepted in the absence.
No. The only false documents accepted in the absence of a nationality card is a birth certificate, social security card, and a driver's license.
Correct. I mean, because we don't know what kind of
But if you're using a driver's license, first of all, why are you establishing your identity in the United States? As far as that,
back in the slave, they bought themselves back into slavery, bro. Like,
look at this, yeah. And hold on, let me. I think there's one more thing I want to share right here. Okay. So here's the authorities: Public Law 108-458, Intelligence Reform and Terrorism Prevention Act of 2004, as amended, Section 7209, travel documents. Matt D, that's where your Matt D is at. So let's go to it. Let's stop fucking around.
Yo.
All right.
Jesus.
Oh, what is this? All right. So we're here at the section 7209, right, of this public law 108-458, December 17, 2014, which is statute large is 118 stat 3823. And again, we also have this United States Code codification here, which I don't know if it was that one I looked up or a different one, but check it out. So travel documents. A, findings. Consistent with the report of the National Commission on Terrorist Attacks upon the United States Congress, makes the following findings. Upon the United States, Congress makes the following findings. 1, existing procedures allow many individuals to enter the United States by showing minimal identification or without showing any identification. Individuals, United States citizens, or aliens who have been given permanent residency, right, or allegiance. 2, the planning for the terrorist attacks of September 11th, 2001, demonstrates that terrorists, domestic terrorists, study and exploit United States vulnerabilities. So who would know the vulnerabilities more than someone who's on the inside? 3, additional safeguards are needed to ensure that terrorists cannot enter the United States. What if they're indigenous to the United States?
They're United States nationals.
And then look what's under travel documents. It's not a passport. It's not a passport. Matt D's not a passport. 1, the development or development of plan. The Secretary of Homeland Security, in consultation with the Secretary of State, shall develop and implement a plan as expeditiously, they're on a TI, expeditiously as possible to require a passport or other document or combination of documents deemed by the Secretary of Homeland Security to be sufficient to denote identity and citizenship For all travel into the United States by United States citizens and by categories of individuals for whom documentation requirements have previously been waived under 212D4B of the Immigration and Nationality Act, codified at 8 USC 1182D4B. That's what I was looking for. So we found it here. So are you a United States citizen, or are you an individual whom documentation requirements have previously been waived under section 212D4B? Because this plan shall be implemented not later than January 1, 2008, and shall seek to expedite the travel of frequent travelers, including those who reside in border communities, and in doing so shall make readily available a registered travel program described in section 7208K. That's the section right before this section. We're in section 7209. Okay. Registered travel program. Requirement to produce documentation. The plan developed under paragraph 1 shall require all United States citizens and categories of individuals whom documentation requirements have previously been waived under section 212D4B of such act to carry and produce, you got to carry it and produce it upon demand, the documentation described in paragraph 1 when traveling from foreign countries into federal areas, United States, seat of government, places purchased.
That is true.
C, technical and conforming amendments after the complete implementation of the plan described in subsection B. 1, neither the Secretary of State nor the Secretary of Homeland Security may exercise discretion. This is so impromptu. I actually found this while Brother Hasan was going in. Secretary of Homeland Security may exercise discretion under section 212D4B of such act to waive documentary requirements for travel into the United States, and they can waive it. 2, the president may not exercise discretion under section 215B of such act, 8 U.S.C. 1185B, to waive documentary requirements for United States citizens departing from, entering, or attempting to depart from or enter. Why do they keep saying United States citizens? Because they can't tell no one else what to do. They can only control themselves. Why? A United States citizen is United States business. A United States citizen is the United States business.
You might have to show them that. Show them that. Real
quick. A United States citizen is a United States business.
15 United States Code 4724. Trade shows.
Oh, I want to, yeah.
It's definitely trade shows, bro.
Yeah. You a public agent. Yeah.
Yo. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Authority of Secretary of Commerce, recipients of assistance to small businesses. Small business. Term small business means a small business concern as defined. That just made me think about something. Small commercial business. Remember, they categorize residential customers for the dealing with the utilities. Mm-hmm. They classify residential customers as small commercial customers. So that's interesting.
Correct.
Where we at?
Right there.
All right, right here. Definitions. E. As used in this section, the term United States business means a United States citizen.
Can't make they have sold themselves back.
What else? What else is it? A corporation, partnership. Don't it always say person means an individual. That would be a United States citizen, right? That would be an individual or any corporation, partnership, or other sort. It always says that, bro. Always it goes an individual or corporation, partnership, other association, business, territory, all this stuff. A foreign corporation, partnership. So you see the. I know I see it. When I look at this, I see the definition of person. Right here. We can pull up definition of person right now. Any statute. Name a state.
Arkansas. I don't know. See what definitions say right there in Hustia. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I wanted. This one, then fuck it. Says it popped up twice on me.
Let's see.
Person.
Is person in there? There you go.
Oh shit! A defendant, an actor. Oh, this is a person, actor, defendant. He, she, her, or him includes an individual, a natural person, and when appropriate, an organization as defined. I mean, this is just one. Person also includes an unborn child in the utero at any stage of development. Nah, no. Hell no. Went through Samedi. You have no jurisdiction over the womb.
Exactly.
Now, let's do another state real quick. Give me another
one. North Dakota. I'm just picking stuff that just seems like it's not normal to use.
Right. An individual. That's so funny how they did that. We're finding some interesting definitions here because now it's saying whether or not a citizen or domiciliary of the state, and whether or not organized. They're saying a natural person, basically, right? Whether or not organized under the laws of the state includes an individual, again, and we already know what that is, executive, administrator, or other personal representative. Bro, are you not doing business under the state if you're all of this?
Because an individual would be like a sole proprietor.
Do another one. One last one.
Montana.
Oh, they define person in the state constitution? No way. Did they? Really?
Do they?
All right. Where's the definition though? Shit.
I don't know. Just type in Montana statutes.
Is this it? Oh, no. That's wild. All right, no worries. We'll do Montana statutes and then
let's see if we can find it. We just actually look up Montana statutes. Let's see what happens there.
Oh, here we go. Right here. Definitions. For the purpose of this subsection 1, person means an individual. Let's go back because I want to show the comparison. Was it right here? Nah. Right here. United States business means a United States citizen. Person that says an individual, that's a United States citizen. We can show you individual means a United States citizen. And then what? A corporation, partnership, limited liability company. What does it say right here? It's the same thing. A corporation, partnership, association. So again, when it says a United States business means a United States citizen, that's an individual. That's an Indian. That's all of that.
Oh, okay. Then open up another window and type 5 USC 552A.
Pardon me. The term individual means a citizen of the United States or an individual or an alien, lawfully admitted for permanent residency. Did I not say that? So then when we go back over here,
oh my God.
What are they talking about when it says where we at? All right. Oh yeah, okay. It says right here. Oh man, what happened to the must produce? Oh yeah, right here. Requirement to produce documentation. Right here, guys.
Wow.
The plan developed under paragraph 1 shall require all United States citizens and categories of individuals. Categories of what? Categories of United States of citizens of the United States or aliens lawfully admitted for permanent residence.
Jesus, priestly Christ.
Yes, they're persons. Yes.
No.
So then we so to produce wait. Categories of individuals for whom documentation requirements have previously been waived under section. So when we go to that section 212D4B, which is right here, all right, it's talking about 7BI. 7BI. Either or both of the requirements of paragraph 7BI of subsection A, which we'll go to in a second, may be waived by Attorney General and the Secretary of State acting jointly. A, on the basis of unforeseen emergency in individual cases. B, on the basis of reciprocity with respect to nationals. Nationals means a person owing permanent allegiance to a state. Who are you a national of? Because if you have permanent residency, I'm telling you, look, a foreign contiguous territory or of adjacent islands and residents thereof. So what is the foreign contiguous territory or adjacent island that you're a resident thereof, having a common nationality with such nationals? Indigenous Aboriginal? That's not a contiguous territory or an adjacent island. So then when we go to, let's see, 7BI. Let's go to 7BI in A, which is all the way in the beginning. That's why it took me so long. You see how long this shit is? I was looking. All right, 7BI, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Ready? That's 5. What's there? 6. Next up, 7EI. 7A, immigrants. B, non-immigrants. All right, let's look at it. Any non-immigrant who is not in possession of a passport valid for a minimum of 6 months from the date of the expiration of the initial period of the alien's admission to the contemplated initial period of stay, authorizing the alien to return to the country from which the alien came or to proceed to and enter some other country during such period, or is not in possession of a valid non-immigrant visa or border crossing identification at the time of application for admission, is inadmissible. Wait, what? Any non-immigrant who doesn't have a passport or a valid non-immigrant visa, border crossing identification card at the time of application for admission is non-admissible. That's like, so that could be waived, right? It says that that's waived for what? For this. So either or both of the requirements of paragraph 7BI of subsection A may be waived by the Attorney General and the Secretary of State acting jointly, A, on the basis of unforeseen emergency, that doesn't exist, or B, on the basis of reciprocity with respect to nationals of foreign contiguous territory or of adjacent. Okay, so what they're saying, you guys are on a reservation or something like that? That's what it sounds like. You're in a specifically a designated piece of land that they're calling foreign, just because it's not the United States, because it's tribal. Is that what you're saying? And what is an alien? Any person not a citizen or national of the United States.
Man, these people are these documents that, like, okay, now you need to go back to that card real quick to show. Let's remind the people what we're talking about. What are those cards?
But I want to read this one more time because it goes with what we just read. The requirement to produce documentation. The plan developed under paragraph 1 shall require all United States citizens and categories of individuals for whom documentation requirements have previously been waived under section of such act to carry produce documentation described. So the only way that's waived is for emergency. So now, even if it's waived, so now they're saying that that's waived. So now it's waived, but now they want you to produce this. So again, and just for your information, this is under, man, look, this is this public law right here. Let me go to the beginning of this. Yeah, this was. This was actually 458. There we go. Hold on. I just want to go to the beginning of this one because it has. See, there's Title 3, security clearances. And we have Title 2, Title 1. Oh, snapperoo. What just happened? It was 7-9. Oh, I see.
What, 7209?
It's the wrong section. Isn't it supposed to be? Oh, I have the page number, pardon me. Actually, I have the page number.
I know it was section 7209. I thought you were looking at.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, you're right. It is 7209. However, 3A5. Do that, which takes us right there to it. But I wanted to go to the top of this so that y'all can see what it's actually under. So I'm in the right spot now for sure. I wanted to pull up. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to pull up, the whole beginning. I was actually in the right spot because what I wanted to find was the first section. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, probably in the table of contents, and then I'm gonna leave it alone. Sections already. Sure. Sections come after the, right? Jesus. All right, here's. Oh, list of proclamations. Gotcha. This table. This it? Well, we're gonna skip that. I'll share that later or whatever. But basically, man, back to this photo, right? Jesus Christ. And then I know you had a photo you wanted to share as well that you stumbled across. Did you still want to pull that up?
What, the pictures?
Yeah, we had
yeah, I can bring the pictures up. That's fine, man. It's all good. I'm just glad you went in on this because everything that you spoke on, when we show these other pictures, it'll show even further that these people that are calling themselves Malachian Empire and all of that, that they are under the Department of Homeland Security. So they have thought they've taken themselves from under the United States jurisdiction and actually made their place a lot more firmer to be prosecuted under federal statute.
Precisely. That's exactly what they have done. Because they're getting, even though that the document is issued, because it does say that it's issued by the tribal government. However, the tribal government is a United States government. That's why it's United States Native American.
Yeah, because federal reserved agents are on federal reservations. That's why you guys just can't let that tribal Indian shit go, man. And this is going to hurt you. You know what I mean? And you guys don't comprehend that what's happening here is that That's why I told you guys, look at 25 United States Code 5304. You want to go there real quick before I share the pictures? Federally recognized United States Native American. Like, it's telling you what's coming first, United States, which means Native Americans are federal agents. The reason they're federally recognized is because they're federal agents.
And then that their enhanced tribal card has to be, again, has to meet the requirements of the Western Hemisphere, it's called Western Hemisphere Travel Initiative. And that's for US citizens and non-immigrant aliens entering the United States.
Which means that they're only being able to be recognized by capitulating.
Exactly. They're not going to recognize a so-called tribe that doesn't get down with the program.
Hold on, let me say, but they don't recognize you Moors. They don't actually. That's not true. You want us to show that video again when Hillary Clinton and Obama said the first to actually recognize the United States was Morocco? United States ain't got to recognize those that recognize them first, because the United States is our fucking sons.
What United States code? You want me to look up?
25 USC 5304. C. Thomas says, how much, how long, and what times do you do concept correction sessions? ? And can the mother of their baby attend? That's why we tell people to go to RB Bay Publications first, because 5304. Because we don't really help people in that beginner mindset. We want to see how sincere you are in doing your own studies, because we're really here to actually to really improve those that should be knowing better. Like, I know a lot of elders are now changing up their classes and websites to not seem like they're inspired by us. Maybe they are. I don't know if they'll admit it out loud, but most of your elders are going to come out seeming like they're just publishing more, doing new information, and it's because they're inspired by the work we're doing and expanding the teachings, expanding the lessons, right? Oh, wow, that one came up. Wow. Let's see where you are. Indian means a person. Yo, you guys, I don't know why you guys keep listening to these idiots. You know what I mean? Keep listening. You got Indian in your family. You got federal agent in your family. That's what you're saying. Oh, look at your hair. You must got Indian in your family. Look at your hair. You must got federally reserved agents in your family. What is happening here? We do concept correction for those that are
look at this
about their studies. So, like a few people that are already sincerely studying, they're either Moorish Americans, Moorish American nationals, or some Albion sons and daughters. They actually come for concept correction because they're actively taking care of their situations. They're not just trying to be told what to do. They are being active by firstly being sincere, comprehending profit overview. It's Albion sons and daughters out here. Shout out to John Alexander Dix, right? Shout out to you, because he's the most recent Albion son that will actually come back and be like, look, man, he said, I read Charles Mosley Bay's books, and he's getting into the Quran daily, and it's just got him on fire in a positive way. Because, like Prophet Noble Ali said, he's a universal prophet. So at the end of the day, man, like, there are Albion sons and daughters out here that are more spirited in being Moorish American than people with copper tone skin, with that olive shade, dark olive or light olive shade of, shade pertaining to skin. So you guys have to show how sincere you are. You know what I'm saying? Because anything else would just be, and we don't knock it, people adopting how we view things until your actual light bulbs go off in your head and in your mind. So you can start to do your own critical thinking and saving yourself in your own affairs instead of just trying to go out here and, oh, well, I learned this from these brothers, so let me teach it to you. But do you know how to do it? Are you showing the how? And we have more than enough how. I have evidence of how to, going all the way back to 2016. There were people using the documents the writs that I put together to get rid of people's student loans and stuff off their credit and things like that. That was 2016. Why do you think in 2017, 2018, so many people had, oh, let me do this credit correction business and status correction business? Because they were inspired by what I was giving away for free through the email. A lot of these people won't admit it. I guarantee you, though, you'll trace it back. You'll be like, hey, yo, these people really got their inspiration from the fact that Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey linked up with Brother Tariq Bey to just really, instead of, I know it was so much what being said, my whole mission was, let's further expand the concept correction. Let's see if I comprehend it by saying these other perspectives. Period. That's just what it is. Terrell Bey says, so this is the so-called Indians issuing this document. That's funny, yeah. Right? The license / travel card, right? JM, Peaceful Greens JM, and seek out Grand Sheik Taj Tariq Bey videos will help get your concepts correct with additional study. That's what I said, guys. That's where we started.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was watching C. Freeman L and studying R.B. Bey first, because that's where spirit led me. And then when one brother that introduced me to R.B. Bey publications kept saying, like, yo, you sound like Taj, bro, with these concepts. And I'm like, who? My first initial response, like, who the fuck is Taj, man? And then when I saw one of my first videos of Brother Taj, I was like, yo sounds like my thinking. Hold the fuck up. And that's when I was like, damn. Studied Brother Taj for 2.5 years before I went to go meet him. Flat out. That's why I said mine happened at the end of 2014, y'all. So it's like, come on. However, anyway, we got this 25 United States Code 5304. So don't you guys be getting tricked by that hazy rod black and mild smoking guy that's talking about how to get back to your tribal governments. Y'all better ask him directly in the chat on Dr. Office Hours with Dr. G or anything he be on. Start asking these questions in the chat and repeat the question over and over again until Dr. G actually answers the question or acknowledges the question. Seriously. You know what I mean?
This says, which is recognized as eligible for special programs and services provided by United States to Indians because of their status as Indians.
Because of their status as Indian. What's an Indian? An Indian means a person who is a member, a person. That means a business, individual. Individual we already saw as a citizen of the United States. What's a United States citizen or a citizen of the United States? It's a United States business. So again, this is human trafficking and racketeering.
Yes, indeed.
Period. And you guys really think Indian means something? You guys are fooling yourselves. You're rigorously spending Federal Reserve notes, PayPal, and CashApp to get documents that put you even deeper into being executed. That means your life is going to end because you're putting yourself under federal statute. Why do you think when we showed you guys Title 29 of the Delaware Code, you want to show them that real quick so we can just tie it in and then I'll share this next picture. 29 Delaware Code, subsection 106. Or you can just type Title 29 DE Code. So you guys will start making your connections. I hope you guys be taking notes. You know what I mean?
Oh, part 8. That we're going by parts.
Go back.
Something else.
Go back. I'm just trying to remember which chapter it was. Oh, jurisdiction and sovereignty, chapter 1. It is chapter 1. Jurisdiction and sovereignty. Go down to 106. So you guys can see that being Moor is primary, right? 4. The tribe. Which tribe is that? The Renati, right? The Lenape. Some people say the Lenape Indian tribe of Delaware. The tribe was formerly known as, which means they gave up their nationality and birthright.
Which means they naturalized.
To be naturalized as Indians. An Indian tribe. Go ahead, guys. Keep
playing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep playing. I'm just gonna ask you, how long you been a public agent?
How long have you been an agent? How long have you been an agent? That's what it is. That's what it is. You guys are agents. You know what I'm saying?
Indigenous to the United States Corporation.
And I mean, you guys, who disagrees with what we're presenting? We're showing you what the codes are. We're spitting the codes off the top of our head. And if we don't know the codes, we're searching for them. What you say, bro?
Pardon me, this idiot threw my my thought off track. Yeah, bro. They don't know what they're talking about, bro.
At all. So photos, right? So what we wanted to do, I was looking for some nesting dolls. I thought this was the coolest one, right? So you can see how one doll fits inside of another doll, fits inside of another doll. This one is showing like the federal doesn't hear evil. It may see it and speak it. The state doesn't speak evil, but it sees it and hear it. And the municipal level, which is your cities and your counties,
right.
don't see evil, but they hear it and speak it. Right? So this is just a gift that I put together. I just want to play it for you a couple times. And it's funny how it quickly flashes at the end a gorilla, a baboon, and a chimpanzee. Right? Just wanted to so you guys can just really get an idea of, you know what I mean, the municipal is within the state and the state is within the federal. Are you guys in the state? Are you some municipal monkey? Are you, I mean, seriously, because to be in the city, in the county, on the municipal level, and to be in the state, or to be in the United States, to be in the state on the state level, or in the United States on the federal level, do you comprehend that you must be either a federal, state, and or municipal agent, or maybe you're all three, and recognize being one is being the other, because everything must, the municipal and state must give effect to the federal.
Oh, okay. I got something to share real quick before we go out there. And I forgot I had some other things queued. I completely forgot. When you're done, go ahead, take your time.
All right. So then I saw this picture. I was like, wow, man, this is interesting, because this looks like just what we were showing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
With these enhanced tribal identifications. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself, hold on, is somebody calling themselves Ali with no fez on? Really? That's, man, who did this? Who did the I-self-law? An idiot. That is hilarious. www.iselflawaintmaster.com. Order never. That's just, who did that? Who did that? Which one of you in the chat did that?
What's that?
Right? No, I went around Brother Taj for 15 months after watching his videos for about 2.5 years. That was what the dictates of my soul did. I promise you, I'm not putting myself around people at all, especially in these days and times. You don't know people's intentions. People try to sound kind. What'd you say?
Oh no, I'm just looking something up.
Yeah, people try to sound kind. Oh man, I just want to be around you. I don't want anybody absorbing my energy like that. I made it my business to go to House of Reawakening Minds. You see what I'm saying? And because I knew that I wasn't on any BS. Period. You see what I'm saying? So I don't look to be around. Only beings I'm being around is I, my beloved mother, mistress, consort, our son, the children that are soon to manifest from her in a couple of moon cycles. You can be around, the way you'd be around us is coming to a Zoom. That's fine. However, again, I studied on my own for 2.5 years. And then when I went around Brother Taj to go meet him and was consistently going for 15 months, every other strong beginning, because we don't say weekend, right? It's like they replaced our terms. Yeah, because, sometimes people try to like put you in like under this, I'm the big man on a tier in the jail and you under my thumb. I don't get down like that. I'm not under anybody's contract or obligated to be around anybody. We're sharing this information and how to change your concepts even freely every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You see what I'm saying? We're not selling packages. We're not doing tribal member affiliations with enhanced tribal documentation, right? So, no, I don't agree. That was the dictates of my soul. The dictates of my soul said, oh, okay, let me go to House of Reawakening Minds where Brother Todd is teaching. And that's what I did. And what I was doing after 2.5 years of watching his videos and his lectures, taking notes and doing other, things, studying the astrology, reading rvbaypublications.com, getting my nationality card, my right to travel card, my student card for Moorish Heritage and History School, all from RV Bay Publications. Without, I didn't have that. I need to vampirically absorb someone else's energy, so I got to be around them. I got to hang on their coattail. That's not me. It's not what I did, and I encourage no one to do that at all. So being around my energy, it's. I mean, what better way can you get it than for us to show you the concepts? You guys have to discipline yourselves. Get into a mode where you're disciplining yourselves and study. That's what I had to do. I didn't have a Brother Hasan to call upon or want to be. No. Once I was paying attention to Brother Taj's videos and he was saying, oh, because, we be at the House of Ram, 602 Vandiver. And, we're there, about the first and third Fridays of every month. And there we're teaching. And when I was like, hold on, run that back. 602 Vandiver. So I just Googled 602 Vandiver. I'm like, dang, that's only an hour and 5 minutes up the road. Right? From me, the Maryland State Republic to the Delaware State Republic, that's only an hour and 5 minutes up the road. And now when I travel or go anywhere, I don't tell people where I'm at anyway. And the only reason I do that is because I know people just want to vampirically be around my energy. No, the only ones I allow around my energy, again, my beloved mother, mistress, consort, our little ones, and my brothers pertaining to 7 Heel Star. That's it. That's it, man. Because, we got to work our energies out. We got to be sincere and study. You know what I mean? So I'm not moved by praise and compliments. I'm not moved by that.
Don't go study on www.iselflawaintmaster.com. That's for sure.
Yes. Order your enhanced tribal identification cards. Never. Who did this? Yeah. Like,
Title 50 is war. Oh, that's where that stuff was really under when you look at it.
Yeah,
it's under Title 50, Title 50 and Title 8. Title 8 was dealing with nationality and stuff. But I do have another thing to share too.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna finish this up real quick. Yes, just saying he concluded your curiosities. I concluded my curiosities. by going around him. And when I went around him, I asked my questions openly. In a lot of those videos you will see on Naji Ill's YouTube channel, where they don't even mention me in any of these things, which is fine, right? So I paid my dues, right? Helping people get their YouTube finances, right? By being in these classes, right? So, you know, and I don't ask for anything because I am sincerely carrying out Prophet Noble Drew Ali's law, right? So there's some so-called third annual remedy status. Yo, that shit says dead stream, yo. Yo, oh, who did this, right? Starting at 100 doll hairs, right? Wow, iselflaw.ain'tmaster.com. That's interesting, guys. That is hilarious. But I have specific questions to my situation because everyone is different. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I am Brother Aura. We do accept donations for our time and energy because we have to take time away from our mother mistress, beloved mother mistress consorts, and our little ones to get on Zoom to have our energy absorbed. So you gotta come ready to honor Moorish culture and gift give. Look how much you guys are spending on packages out here that don't help you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna front. It's funny because the Albion sons and daughters, they compensate us handsomely for concept correction. And this is unconscious Moors or people that are Moorish American that come to us and they just be like, oh, I'm gonna send 30. Like I split whatever people donate as far as these concept correction, you know, these AstroCivics concept correction sessions. I split that with Brother R. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If it was an attorney, you'll be scrounging up all the finances you can to put an attorney on retainer. That's why I said we work on an honor system. We see where people really are. And we're not just because, oh, well, shoot, that's the case. I'm going to drop 1,500 on you. And you better show that you're really studying. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put you through camp psychologically and emotionally. Because you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to make sure you read, know how to look these things up yourself, have the mindset to be strong with them. You know what I mean? And like I said, I know it just seems like I come off stern. However, the truth, the real truth is stern. Doesn't change nor pass away. So I'm not being mean. All righty. I'm telling you guys, this is what I put myself through. I had nobody to come to. I studied 2.5 years sincerely on my own. Here and there in different sessions with people calling upon me, hey, can you come out near the Chicago Corporation back in 2016? So what? So that they can absorb how I analyze things. That's why, man, my brothers pertaining to Seven Hill Star, so awesome, man, because they think for themselves. They know how to critically think. They know how to bring things to my attention too, to make me go, damn, okay, cool, let me see that. And then I go and check it and do further research because, you know what I mean, we're not vampirically absorbing one another's energies, right? So yeah, man. So I guess there's some conference happening or whatever. And then there was this third picture that I saw. I was like, whoa. That's his name, Brother False. Look at this. It says Brother False. Brother False. Oh. The third annual No Remedy Status Correction Conference. Wow. Interessante. Negro, black, colored, 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 Negro, black. Wow. And then they got, wow, they put clueless. Whoa. So and this is the mother who sued the beings pertaining to hey Malika, these are greetings. You can come in if you want, Malika, because we done went in on this Indian stuff and all of that. And Brother R is about to go back in on why you don't go to these status correction beings who are doing these things. But look, they're saying the headliner right at this brother's crotch is Sophia Stewart. This is who was suing the Wachowski brothers, who she says stole from her The Matrix. This is the woman who wrote The Matrix, right? I thought Brother Taj was, it says miseducating on constitutional law, private travel, nationality, consumer laws, child support, holistic medicine, and sovereignty. Yo, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. This is classic, yo. I would rather you give me an energy amount so we are on the same page. I don't want to waste anybody's time respectfully. Indeed. Sweet Thomas. Honestly, I and Brother R are definitely worth at the least $51 an hour each. So that's just 102 right there, technically. And I know how we do what we do. And we're not going to waste time studying. I'm letting you know now, we do not want to hear how you feel about your situation. None of that.
What is this on the screen? Negro, black, colored?
Yo. And we're just
what continent is Negro?
Woo, that's what we were just saying. Look, because they got these cards that they're giving away, that they're doing for their enhanced tribal identification under the Department of Homeland Security.
Oh, right. I got a Department of Homeland Security number. Y'all want to see it?
Yeah, but that's because it's a redress number because they wronged you. It wasn't you talking about, hey, I want you to recognize me, so make me a Federal Reserve agent.
Make me a tax exempt Federal Reserve agent at that.
How are you going to be tax exempt if you're engaging in the commerce?
That's what I'm saying. These beings don't even know that every charge that they're dealing with is a tax.
Wow. I'm just saying.
So they're tax exempt. So when they go to the grocery store, they just pile their vegetables in their bag and leave.
Doubt that.
Or are they doing a Title 19 USC import export custom and border transaction?
Precisely.
Watch what Aura does.
Oh shit! He's Cherokee.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
All right,
that's another thing. His shit says that speaking of titles, he has Title Ali with no fez, no turban, no nothing.
What?
Not even a so-called Indian headdress.
Don't he look Cherokee?
Looks like he's lost. He looks like he lost and he's lost.
Hey Malika, hold up, yo. Malika, that question was ultimately comedy, yo.
Yo, look at the issue. Hey, pan back a little bit.
But wait, guys, did you notice it says hair color black? So is that what they were calling themselves in that other thing? Hair colors, black, Negro, colored, what? They talking about hair color?
Yo.
But look at the issue date to the expiration date. It's only valid for a year.
It's issued on it's valid for a year. That should expire right now.
And then it says sex man. Like, bro,
right now.
He's gay.
That shit says sex man.
So he's gay.
All bad.
Whoa. I was not.
And then the worst part of it all is that it says, I don't know if it's the worst part of it all, but it says address.
Oh Jesus.
So he has something to do with the post office as well.
He's accepting service. He's accepting service of process on behalf of the municipal corporation.
That's what it sounds like, because we just went in, Brother R just went in on where the enhanced tribal identifications are codified and under the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security.
Of course, because that they got to protect the wards that they have on the reservations.
Under Title 50.
And on the 25, everybody, I don't understand why everybody think that they're this federal tribe. Like the tribe that my family's from, if I say the name, nobody would even know it. Why? Because it's a real tribe. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I know those.
It's not a federal. Are you sure it's not a federally recognized United States Native American tribe?
I bet you it's not.
Why your boy got the taco meat out and shit with his head up like?
Is that takeoff? I'm about to take off.
Take off.
Percocet pill on me. Ice on my neck, baby. Chill with me. Let me stop.
Hey, I appreciate what they're attempting to do, though. I will say that. I appreciate what they're attempting to do.
I don't, because they're attempting to cause confusion, but they're doing.
Well, they don't know. I don't think that they woke up and said, you know what, let's go just confuse the shit out of people. I don't think that that's what they're intending to do. I think the intention is honorable based on what they think they're doing, right?
Based on their limited understanding.
Yes, based on their limited that's right. That's exactly it. Based on their limited comprehension, they see themselves as doing something different instead of just getting the stuff the regular way. Like what I tell people, if you want a driver's license, just go get a regular one. If you want any of these things, just get it the regular way. Like,
yeah, no, because there was a mother I just showed. She has a foreign international driver's license, but posting a status saying, we don't need driver's licenses once we become nationals.
You want to show her that? You want to show her?
Well, you don't, they're right. You don't need them, but if you wish to get one,
go ahead, R.
You know, go ahead and get one. But just do it the regular way and do regular business. Because people don't know that the charge is the duties. The charge itself, like the banana that's $1 a pound, that's a duty. Right. Then when they charge you the 8 cents, that's a tax. So you're paying duties and taxes. Right. But so if you're tax exempt, you're also duties exempt. So if you're still doing the duties part, you're not actually tax exempt.
Word. Look at this. International driver's license.
Yeah, it just means that you're engaged in international business. Commerce.
Right, and domestic business number. So
yeah. So they got the intrastate, the interstate, and the international.
Look at this logo too.
Yeah, the flat Earth UN logo. Awesome.
And then
I actually saw somebody pushing that.
Enhanced tribal IDs.
Am I saying it right? Malachian?
It's Malachian. It's like Malachian, something like that.
Oh, it's Malachian.
Did you read the caption though? Did you read the caption, Malika?
Oh gosh, let me give her
Look at the caption and then go back.
Don't laugh too hard. Don't laugh too hard.
Best thing I could have learned is becoming a national. I don't even know what that means.
What does that even mean? And no, hold on. You want to see what her nationality is?
But here's my question. When you say becoming a national, what were you before? What were you born? Nationality, indigenous, original.
Where's that at? What nation is that?
What's the constitution and flag of that nation?
Yo, I was watching something last night, brothers, and it talked about the area of Morocco being one of the first civilizations ever of all time.
Of course.
Well, Morocco was the first to actually recognize the United States. That's why we tell people.
Yeah, I remember that. But I mean, like, they're talking about artifacts. They're talking about artifacts that were found there in location. And not just the artifacts found there, but the artifacts found in other places that were, when you trace where that element is, where that particular stone is, the quarry that it comes from is in Morocco. So they'll
Now.
have stones that the quarry is in Morocco, but the stoneware is someplace else, like Egypt, which is of course not that far away from it.
However, remember, we have documents prior to 1956, which is the establishment of the Kingdom of Morocco.
Yeah, I'm talking about like 50, 100,000 years ago artifacts, though. They're going way, it wasn't even called that, then. But yeah, that was, I don't know what the hell these people be talking about, but like I said, I have compassion for what it is that they're trying to do. They're trying to free their minds, free themselves. The ways that they're going about doing it by saying stuff like, I'm becoming what were you born? What were you born as? Were you born as something else and then you grew up and turned into a national?
I think they was born as a 20 CFR 422.104. You.
Well, you can't be born that. You can't be born that either. Like, how you could be born owing a debt to the United States? Okay, so it says, I don't have to abide by U.S. citizen rules.
But this type of ID is governed under U.S. citizen rules.
And that's what we just went in on before you came.
Yeah, they got permission to. It's like the exemptions that people think that they're getting, right? And
exactly.
An exemption means that you were bound, and then the authority that you're bound under said, okay, not today, slave, or not this time, slave. That's what it sounds like. So no traffic ticket, don't have to pay taxes. But what about them duties though? I can travel without being bothered by police. That's a fucking lie. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
You aren't required. Yeah, you are required to have a driver's license.
Definitely
if you are traveling. Absolutely, you are. No tags. I own my car in my jurisdiction. I can govern myself as long as I'm not. Well, that last sentence is 100% true universally.
That's what we said. Yeah.
That's a universal principle. So, however, upon analyzing the documentation, you'll see it's clearly dealing with U.S. citizens. That's what we just went in on.
I mean, there's case law that says a so-called national doesn't have to have any form of identification.
That's what I'm saying. It says, oh, man, look, I'm gonna pull it back up. Hold on. Is it right here? Page was 3669.
What do people study before they get these things? Like, what law do they pull up that says, oh yeah, this is what you're doing? And
they're not pulling up no law. They're just telling them people who don't know anything. And so they're like, okay, he knows what's up. So they're just taking
he know what's up?
They don't.
How you know he knows what's up?
They don't. They think they know.
So you don't check behind what nobody say?
That's the reason they're following behind people. Because if they check behind shit, then they'd be doing their own research and figuring things out for themselves, along with those people who they can discern are being sincere and actually trying to help them, not just trying to tax them. Like, I'm tax exempt. I'm tax exempt, but
Title 50.
Yeah, I'm tax exempt, but I'm gonna pay somebody to teach me how to become a national.
You're looking for 7209, I think we're wrong.
Well, yeah, hold on. I just need to go to my notes. I don't know. So let me go to my notes because I got the exact page number. And it is 3823. So close.
3823.
Right.
One more. Bam. Here we go.
All right. So this is section 7109, right? And public
Department of State.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Sure that. Oh no, it's 38. Pardon me. It's 3854. Boom. All right, travel documents. There we go. Travel documents. All right, and it says findings consistent with the report of the National Commission on Terrorist Attacks upon the United States. Congress makes the following findings. right? And then right over here, it says requirement to produce documentation. The plan developed under paragraph 1 shall require all United States citizens and categories of individuals for whom documentation requirements have previously been waived under section 212 D4B of such act to carry and produce the documentation described in paragraph 1 when traveling from foreign countries into the United States.
Into the United States.
Into the United States.
Not out of, but into, from a foreign country.
Go back to that Facebook post real quick. Go back to that Facebook post.
I swear I have never been into the United States.
Go back. Zoom in on the Taiwanness of it all.
I did not mean to go to her page, pardon me. Alrighty. Oh, you're talking about the Taiwan?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what
and that's when people authenticate the birth certificate and choose non-Hague countries.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm telling you, this is horrible. Respect now again, you know what I mean? So it doesn't look like we're bullying, right? Maybe we need to invite her to a concept correction.
No. See, that's why you be getting us in trouble, Hasan.
Here go the definition, Malika, of enhanced tribal card.
As used in this delegation, the terms enhanced tribal card and ETC mean tribal membership card. Oh my God, issued by a federally recognized United States Native American tribe. Get out. Why do you still want to be in interstate and foreign commerce? Which also means other requirements of the final rule for acceptance at land or seaport of entry. I'm not in Taiwan though.
And then look at this. The WHTI is the Western Hemisphere Tribal Initiative, which they says it's implemented new documentation requirements for whom?
U.S. citizens and certain non-immigrant aliens entering. Well, I guess if you in Taiwan.
Oh, but hold on. Or
you're entering the United States.
But they have documentation not saying something from Taiwan. It's also documentation talking about Ohio. Go back to the Facebook real quick. Show Malika real quick. So you just look, Taiwan.
Oh, shit. Well, that's where I accept mail. I accept mail here. I'm from Taiwan, but I accept mail here. Hair color black. It don't look black in the picture. It's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
What am I looking at, Joe?
Does she have a yellow turban on?
Guys, they trying though. They trying.
Oh
they trying.
Oh.
I totally get it. I totally get it. I have compassion for my brothers and sisters because they are trying to free themselves and they are fucking around and finding out. You know what I mean?
That's them iSelfLaw and Master.com people. That's why I said whoever did that picture of iSelfLaw ain't Master. I said that.
Yeah, they need to watch their sister on that broadcast with that judge from Michigan telling her, hey, if you thought I didn't have jurisdiction over you, why are you here?
Like, wow.
Yes, there we go. Nevada state government.
This is who's subject to Nevada statutes right here. Please tell me how long you've been a public agent. How long you been one of these? You work for the Commission on Judicial Selection? Do you work for the court system?
Nah, they all in the executive branch, bro.
They're all
in the
over here.
Executive branch.
Oh, they right.
They're working on the Department of Administration. You saw that right there? See? Department of Administration. That's all of them right there. Driving at the pleasure of the governor.
Then we got
gotta be watched by the governor. If you're a foreigner for real, they have to watch you. Do these people know this? If you're a foreigner, the governor has to watch you.
And the Secretary of State got to deal with you.
Yeah. Is the Secretary of State under the governor? Is that here or is that a different I
got. Matter of fact, I shared it on Facebook, so let me just go to Facebook real quick.
Yo, Dark Flash Bay said that ID has a barcode.
Oh, wow.
I mean, sure. It's in interstate and foreign commerce. It better have a barcode. Okay, maybe people don't care that they're in. They want to be in interstate and foreign commerce.
Oh my God, Joe.
Nevada government executive branch. All levels of government, federal, state, and local, have an executive branch. The executive branch at the state level, primarily directed by the governor, is responsible for carrying out the laws enacted by the legislature. Nevada's 17 counties, along with over 24 cities and towns, provide additional services and governances at the local level. But this is the structure breakdown.
Yeah, I just
right?
wanted to know if the Secretary of State was up under the governor in
About to
that
see
chart.
right now.
In that chart that you showed.
It's actually here. That's why I
The
brought it.
administrative chart.
So here's
Okay.
the Nevada government constitutional officers. They go it goes governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state. Wow. Constitutional officers.
Okay. So scroll down because I realized that a sheriff is not a constitutional officer.
Let's
Did
see.
y'all realize that? A sheriff is not a
I mean,
constitutional
well,
officer?
they,
Supposed
you
to be.
know, sheriffs.
He's
are-
But who
elected.
said that? Who said that?
Hold on.
Because
I'ma
the
give you- I'ma
sheriff
give you the
position
principle.
was invented after the Constitution, and
I'ma give you the
there's
principle.
no state or federal constitution that talks about a sheriff.
I'm gonna give you the principle. When these beings select a sheriff is not like appointed or fills out an application to be sheriff. He's actually
Don't they vote for him?
voted for.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he-
but there's no position in the government called
Structure.
sheriff. You understand?
because
There's no constitutional position called sheriff. That's a big problem for me. Just like there's no
I dig what you're
there's
saying,
no
yeah.
authority
But I
to
think
have
that's
a FBI.
I think that I'm not knocking that either. I'm just saying the reason why it is said that they are a constitutional officer. so
Oh
to
yeah, it's
speak,
because they're
because-
voted.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
That's
get
it.
that.
And they
but
take an oath, of
what
course.
position in the Constitution created sheriff for you to even vote for it?
It seems like to me that the sheriff is contingent upon the selection by the municipal level. For me,
it is.
So then
municipal.
they're not a constitutional officer or office. The sheriff is not a constitutional office because it's not written in the Constitution for there to be a sheriff.
I never seen the word sheriff in the Constitution either myself.
But I mean, does it say mayor in there?
It
That's
might.
That's another municipal position.
I've never seen mayor in it either. I've seen president, senators, and House of Representatives.
Sheriff is under the.
Wait a minute. You trying to say they don't have governor under the Constitution?
I'm trying to think if I seen
They do have
governors.
governor. I think they have governor. Yeah, they
I'm
do
about
have
to
governor.
say, like, I'm not
I got a constitution right here.
I'm going into the portion pertaining to the municipality.
Well, the governor is in the
Oh,
Constitution because remember, we went to the Constitution and pulled up Article 3 and not Article 3. It's not Article 3 everywhere, but in Washington, it's Article 3, the executive
don't say
branch,
that.
and they talk about the governor.
In the state constitutions, yeah.
Where it says, but the state constitution does not have the sheriff. That's the problem.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay. Well,
The
let's
state
go to-
Yeah,
constitution has governor, right? It says the governor is the commander in chief of the military of the state or
Right,
the military in the state. And then it says that they can accept
Mhm.
information from state officers.
Yeah, but I don't see the sheriff unless I'm looking at ordinances, municipal ordinances.
And
the
that's a
only
problem.
place-
That's gonna be
that's
a
the
problem
only
for me.
place I see.
This is the
sheriff.
type of stuff I be thinking about after the gym. I be in the bathroom brushing my teeth like, wait a minute, who the fuck created the sheriff?
I mean, let's just find it. I mean, okay,
Jesus
so we're looking at
Christ. That shit pops up one time in the Nevada Constitution.
Yes. But you
Off-
see where
county
it says
under
county
county.
officers,
That's
which
what
is
I
only
said.
ordinances.
Section
I
32.
said that.
Okay, county officers, power of legislature, election, duties and compensation, duties of county clerks. The legislature shall have power to increase, diminish, consolidate, or abolish the following county officers. It's only saying who. Oh, so
It's
it's a
county
county officer.
officers.
He's a county
So
officer.
why do people think that their sheriff is some type of special shit?
Yeah, he's a
So-
fucking municipal agent.
So technically, he's not a constitutionally sworn in. He's an ordinance sworn in on.
Yeah, no. Yeah. He's a county ordinance.
However, that's being said because of the voting that takes place for a city clerk, for a county recorder, for an auditor, for a sheriff. They're not people that fill out an application and then go through, orientation and a probationary period.
So if the legislature is providing for it, what branch of government are they?
Okay. So check it out.
Hold
this
up.
is what I was. Hold on, I know what she's saying, but look what it says right here, because this was interesting. All right, so it says, right here, all levels of government, federal, state, and local, have an executive branch.
Okay.
So it might.
What's the executive? Yesterday, what we were reading. Go ahead.
The legislative branch for the county is the county commissioner. All right. So
okay.
I believe, based on my experience, my understanding, that it would have to be executive because all of the enforcement comes through the executive. So I would say that it will probably be executive.
So they're not legislative officers. So the county doesn't have a legislative branch.
No, they have. Yeah, they do. They do.
They only have an executive branch.
No, that's the county commissioners. The county commissioner.
The wisdom.
So who's the legislative branch?
The county commissioner.
How can anything under the state, and the state means governor, and the governor commands the military. The county, the municipal level, period, is registered with the state, which means that it's doing its own executive legislation on the municipal level.
How are you going to have executive and legislative smashed together?
I totally get that.
And that's what we read yesterday too. It said that this right here is the executive and it's like, what? No, how are you gonna be both?
How? But they're all, anything in the state is automatically executive.
So they don't have no legislative.
They don't
They're
have
all doing executive courts.
This is their legislative right here.
It's all executive courts.
Huh?
I said they don't have judicial either. Then.
They don't have judicial.
No, they do. They have county courts.
No, hear me out.
No, but they have to be executive courts. They have to be executive courts, not judicial courts.
It's the babushka doll thing again. It's the nesting doll. Remember. Okay. So if the state level, the governor, right? The governor is the commander-in-chief of the military on the state level. And when everybody registers anything with the state, from a municipality to their lemonade stand business, they are saying that they are executive officers or controlling executive office.
Got you. So you're right, because the governor is the one that and I forget who else is allowed to create counties. It says it right here. It says it right here. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Next one. Is it the next one? Is it this one? Constitutional officers. There's only fucking 6 of them.
Right.
She's right. There's only 6 of them.
And it doesn't include the
sheriff. It's not the sheriff. It's definitely not the fucking sheriff.
Right. So the sheriff is not a constitutional officer.
Secretary of State.
Secretary of Treasury. The comptroller.
And Attorney General.
Yes, which is funny because they have equivalent of those positions in the other screen you have open. They have equivalent. They have equivalent to those. They have the district attorney. In the other one you have open, the statutes or whatever, where you said it mentions the sheriff once.
Oh.
See right there? They have the equivalent to the treasurer. Right? We have the auditor, the equivalent to the attorney general is the district attorney. Okay. In Washington, it says the sheriff is the CEO of the county. So they make it seem like the sheriff is the governor.
Yeah, people. I'll be right back. Let me take the dog out.
He's the head authority for the county, then is what you're saying.
Right.
But
really, so that would have to be the governor.
But really
he's
not,
because the equivalent of the governor.
Right, he would have to be
in conjunction with the sheriff has the equivalent of the governor position, just like the mayor
Has the
of a
equivalent.
city
Mhm.
has, right?
Exactly.
So the sheriff is supposed to be the governor of the county. The governor is the president of the state. Right? So it's like the sheriff is supposed to be the president of the county. Just like the mayor is like the president of the city. But that still puts them in the executive branch.
Right.
Which means there's no judicial. And if you're in the executive branch, you're just holding administrative court.
Right. That makes sense.
Ordinances.
I just like to look
that
at property.
slavery prohibited. Freedom of religious worship.
I use that.
Taxation of certain property. Love it.
Yep. Yep. Taxation of certain property.
Yep. Where it starts right there, where it says slavery prohibited, freedom, religion, blah, blah, blah. Taxation of certain property. Of course, certain property. Public lands used by corporations and businesses in interstate and foreign commerce.
Exemption of property from execution, imprisonment of debt, protecting property. Let's see. These are rights right here. Private property is the only time they talk about private property is when they tell you it's a right.
Yes, and it says it shall not be taken. Private property includes your time, your attention,
your rights,
and all of your treasure.
All your rights, yeah. Let's see. To the prompt return of legal property when no longer needed as evidence. They even got
see. That's how come I need my ID back. I need my world passport back promptly.
Exemption of property from execution, imprisonment for debt. The privilege of the debtor to enjoy the necessary comforts of life shall be recognized by wholesome laws, exempting a reasonable amount of property from seizure or sale for payment of any debts
of any debt.
Right, or liabilities here and
after
contracting.
You can't take my house, bitch. You better take this mortgage paper.
And there should be no imprisonment.
Take this deed paper.
There should be no imprisonment for debt. They gotta stop locking everyone up right now, then. Right fucking
Correct.
now. Because everything is they're dealing with debts, obligations, duties.
That's right. They're trying to make people who has a debt to the United States. Whether that debt includes you paying them attention, paying them in time, or paying them with your treasure. It's all the same.
There goes eminent domain. This
love it
property the most, right?
That's why I smashed them with that. When they're trying to invite me to court, I told them that they're doing an eminent domain proceeding. So I hit them with the abusive process, because how are you going to hit me with eminent domain and you didn't pay me?
Right, or even offer.
No, it says it. Read it. It says they had to have paid it first.
Oh, okay. The public use shall not include the direct or indirect transfer of any interest in property taken in an eminent domain proceeding from one private party to another private party. In all eminent domain actions, the government shall have the burden to prove public use.
Public use.
In all eminent domain actions prior to the
That's right. Yep. An owner shall be given copies. They have to everything. If they want to pay you, they have to do it first. See, right in number 4, in all eminent domain actions, just compensation shall be defined as that sum of money necessary to place the property owner back to the same position monetarily without any property. As if any property had never been taken.
Yes, when you study eminent domain, that's the first thing you're going to see. They want it when they justly compensate you. It's not justly compensation unless it's as if nothing ever happened. You get restored back to the position that you were in prior to the taking of your private property.
Yes.
And if they're not compensating you like that, then they don't need to be talking to you and trying.
And they have to do it first. It's prior. It's prior to. Prior to the taking. So if they are demanding you to come to court and they didn't compensate you for that time and attention, you don't have any liability to show up and perform for them. People think eminent domain is just about buildings and dirt. but it says property,
property.
and property includes the breath in your body, your eyes looking in one direction or the next, your time, all of that.
Rights, your rights are your property, not to be administered by others without your consent.
And without prior payment in advance. They got to give it. They can't be like, well, I promise to pay you Tuesday if you come to court today. We're not having that.
Yeah. Islam, I'm gonna yield because I'm gonna have to go out soon. And I know we've been going in since like 10, I think.
Oh shit, y'all been on a while.
Yeah, we actually have. We've been going in. All those notes right there from like the whole enhanced tribal ID thing are in the chat, public law and stuff if you want.
A lot of people don't check for themselves. I'm looking at the chat right now.
Well, I'm talking about in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the I just looking in the other chat. Yes, you have to be made whole, and they have to do it in advance, guys. Hey, Mary. Yeah, Buzz with the Derek says the ID has a barcode.
Yo, your ID has a barcode. That's all bad.
Yeah, well, like I said, I like the fact that people are trying. They might not be hitting 100%. But it's very important. I don't mind following people. But I'm gonna go check, just not because I think anybody is lying, but if you don't, it's in my experience and opinion, if you don't go, even if it's just the same notes, you don't go over them, you're not actually learning. If somebody shows you an example, like even with you showing the eminent domain, if you don't go look up the eminent domain yourself, even if it's in the same state,
right,
you have to put your own eyes on it and get your own comprehension, because whoever you're following, even if they're 100% true, telling you everything true, they're not going to be there when you need to use it.
Look at this shit, yo.
Board of Supervisors. Let's see it. Zoom in on it. All right.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Is the legislative and executive body of county government. But this is California, pardon me.
See, that's what we read yesterday in class. They smushed two of them together.
Two
How
of them
is
in
that?
one.
How is that legal?
Oh, this is Nevada County. Oh, that's why, because there's a Nevada County in California.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but because I read that same thing in Washington.
They put them together. That's interesting.
They smushed them together, yeah.
Smush, smush.
They smushed them together.
Smushy, smush, smush, smushy, smush, smushness.
So that's isn't that a violation of separation of powers?
Indeed, that's what it said.
That's what I was about to say earlier when you was like, how can they be both legislative and executive? And I was like, well, that goes to show that it's violating the checks and balances pertaining to separation of powers.
Why do they have
that
nothing?
Was the exact statement I was going to say.
They have absolutely nothing. Look, they
got nothing, Ara. You took everything away from them. They got
no organizational chart, nothing. What the fuck? Yo, where's their organizational chart at, bro? Like, they scrubbed it.
These people have no authority to do anything that they're doing except our imagination, that they have authority to even talk to us. And people take it as a joke, or they take it light when I say that. The natural question is, well, how come they're talking to us anyway? Well, you're talking back. If you're a man and you trying to court a woman and she don't talk back to you, you're probably going to move on.
At least you should, instead of being a creep about it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got people trying not to move on. The government is talking to you. They're not supposed to be talking to you. You talk back to them and then go, well, why didn't they stop talking to me first? What? Their job, right? Like if you think about it in nature, a man's job is to try you, right? Hey, hello. You don't respond, he moves on. Usually, right?
That is very true. And real quick, guys.
But what we're doing is we're talking back to the people trying to court us, literally trying to court us. We're talking back to them and then asking ourselves, asking our friends, why they still messing with me? Why they still, well, you're participating.
I want to speak to that spirit that you're speaking on too, even when it comes to those of you that look for assistance from any one of us that are here, right? If you have access to us, telephone numbers, I ain't gonna front. I block people when you start getting annoying. So if you recently got blocked or you see I'm not responding to your text messages, it's probably because I blocked you.
I'm blaming you, Hasan. I'm blaming you for people just calling me out the blue. I'm blaming you for that.
Don't blame me. What I'm saying though is like what needs to happen is people need to respect that we're not their superhero. Their only superhero is going to be them correct. The only status that you can correct is your mind's state, your mind's status. So therefore, if you want to do a correction concept session, you know what I mean? We can do that. However, respect it, because I'll immediately, you know what I mean? I can recognize, I'm pretty sure Malika and my bros can too, recognize when somebody's just kind of, they're not healed psychologically. And so they'll try to dump on us their emotional story about what happened to them. When really the only thing that we care about is you guys recognizing that the only thing you need to be in honor about really is not being a fuck up, not encroaching upon someone else's peace. All righty. And then when someone's trying to encroach upon your peace, trying to talk to you, like it's being said here, you know what I mean? When Malika's like, if these beings are trying to talk to you, you're not supposed to, then you need to know how to speak in an intelligent tone and say, why the fuck are you talking to me? You just don't say that exactly. You have to be intelligent and know that you're utilizing their own rules and regulations to point out why they're not supposed to be talking to you in the first fucking place. I yield.
Yeah, the first problem people have is that they start talking to you, you start talking back to them, you think it's a legitimate communication, and then you're fucked. You know, it's like that meme, for real. Look at me in my eyes. We go together now. That's what these people are doing, and we're letting them do it.
This is
instead of being like I'm a happily married man or woman. Leave me alone. Don't try to pick me up.
Correct.
Right.
I'm not here to be courted.
Mm-hmm. Stop flirting with me.
Right. Stop flirting with me.
This is this is the last thing I'm gonna present, and then I'm about to yield because I got to get rolling here soon. So NRS 244.265, care and preservation of property. This is dealing with the county, since we're talking about the county. It says the boards of county commissioners shall have power and jurisdiction in their respective counties to make orders respecting the property of the county.
Of the county. You found it. You found it.
Yeah, there's two of them. In conformity with any law of this state, and to take care and preserve such property, which is again property of who?
The county.
So wouldn't they have to prove that your property belongs to them somehow when they start trying to administer it or
forgive me? Hold on.
Some
share
type
again.
of regulation?
My apologies. I'm gonna go share my screen after you. Show that again. Show what you just showed again when you and Malik was talking about. My apologies. Show it one more time, bro. Read it again.
Okay, so all right, so this is NRS 244.265, care and preservation of property. This is dealing with county property. The boards of county commissioners shall have power and jurisdiction in their respective counties, not outside of it, to make orders respecting the property of the county, right?
Beautiful.
In conformity with any law of this state. And here's the second one right under it. Control, management, and gifts of property. The boards of county commissioners shall have power and jurisdiction in their respective counties to control and manage the property, real
Of
and
the county.
personal belonging to
The county. So when they come to your house to give you anything at all, I'm giving you an invitation to come to court so I could take your children, so I could administer your
rights,
your access to your children. I can administer how much you're supposed to pay your children. I'm administering your credit card bill. I'm administering anything. They come in to talk to you about anything. They're already trespassing since they only have jurisdiction over property of the county.
So
I'm
that
so glad
those
you
two,
found that part, because I want everybody to know it's the same identical thing written in every single state. I've seen most of them with my own eyes.
Malika, I got this document, right? I call it my shotgun writ, because I'm gonna keep it with me when I'm riding, right? Like, you know, police got their shotgun and stuff, right? So this one right here in the document is called it's called notice, no jurisdiction, no trespassing. So what I'm gonna do, like if I'm ever accosted, is I'm gonna hand this document. But in this document, it's only 2 pages. The second page, and it's very short. It's not like compiled. It's like double space and all that. But I have one portion, right, where it says
show it to me.
all right, I'm gonna pull it up, guys. I'm gonna have to pull it up. Let me see if I can, because it's on my phone. Did I send it somewhere? I'm pretty sure I did. All right, pardon me. Give me 1 second.
Is it on Google Doc?
I got it in my email. I'm about to pull it up right now, and then I'll yield. Let's go to. Let's see. Just the wrong email. Let's go right. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I sent it. I'm gonna have to send it real fast. Bear with me, guys.
Where's it at?
I can't remember which email I use. I probably use Al Moroccan, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna send it right now to myself.
It's fine.
To my Paragon music email, attach file, then just file it. Gosh. All right, it's called Notice.
I hope everybody today goes and finds that section of the local county code. We're doing the same exact exercise on lawfulliving.com. I encourage everybody to come into the Pigpen group and post the one they found for their state if it's not already in there.
All right, I just sent it. I could pull it up. My shotgun rate, which I'm still working on because I found more information. But
then it's gonna get big like mine for the mortgage. It's already 4 pages.
Yo, because what I did was I looked up all the so-called law enforcement, right? And I found the Nevada Highway Patrol is under the Department of Public Safety in
yes.
eight divisions with the cyber, you know, whatever the fuck. They got some crazy shit there.
Yeah, remember I was telling everybody that's what cued me to know that I didn't belong in the building, because when they tried to invite me for the ticket, it was in the public safety building. And I'm like, why the hell would I be in the public safety? This is not making any sense.
Yeah, so this is the document I'm working on, guys. I know they're gonna be screenshotting the hell out of this, but I mean, what I use is mainly for the state of Nevada, right? Because I'm dealing with these beings. But it says to all trespassers acting as public servants under constitutional oaths and obligations, right? Notice, no jurisdiction, no trespassing. Take formal knowledge and notice of the following: state, county, municipalities of whom ye work for, maintain absolutely no ownership, interest, or control of my private property. Ye are warned not to trespass any further, and that my rights are private property also, not to be trespassed against as well. And then I put full disclosure of no allegiance. I'm not a statutory person. I am not a citizen or resident. I am not engaged in interstate foreign commerce. I am not a member of the public. I owe no debt to the United States and several states. Then it goes in, this is literally the title of this portion, right? See how I've got the title?
You have no consent to trespass onto my private property. I only use roads privately. Yes.
Have no statutory duty. Now, it's so funny because I read the trespassing laws, and it says, you know, I could put my land conveyance plates on, right? My Moorish plates, whatever, and then I could put no trespassing on the back of the land conveyance. And as soon as they stop me, they trespass, even without the sign. But more so when they look at the back of the land conveyance and see no trespassing, and then stop me and attempt to talk to me, then I hand them this.
Right. That's why it says do not trespass further, because you already trespassed because you're talking to me. Precisely.
And you use your emergency lights for a non-emergency.
Yes.
So the state statutes pertaining to public welfare, licensing and regulation of traffic and motor vehicles is the enforcement of public law 89-563 and 89-564. See NRS 223.200. I'm gonna show y'all some real quick.
Now y'all got Aura going. He about to be late.
Look at this shit. 223.200 right here. What the heck that say?
Exactly.
Federal Highway Safety Act of 1966. The governor's powers and duties. Highway Safety Program Plan. Highway Safety Program Planning Account. The governor may contract and do all other things necessary to secure the full benefits available to the state pursuant to the Highway Safety Act of 1966. Sound like they're trying to get that bag from the federal government, right?
Yep.
Including 23 U.S.C. Chapter 4. In doing so, the governor shall cooperate with federal and state agencies, private and public organizations, and private persons to effectuate the purposes of that act and all amendments to it which are subsequently enacted. The governor shall administer through an appropriate state agency the Highway Safety Program. What do you think that state agency is? The DMV?
Yep.
And those of its
the public service commission or whatever of the state.
The public safety, well, it's
the Public Safety Commission or whatever.
Exactly, the Department of Public Safety.
Yes, there you go.
Which is headed by the Director of Public Safety, and those of its political subdivisions in accordance with the Highway Safety Act of 1966 and the federal rules and regulations for carrying it out. So this is a Nevada state statute that says that the governor is enforcing the Federal Highway Safety Act.
Yep.
Which is for interstate and foreign commerce. We already know because the Motor Vehicle Act, which says that, is right before it, and it says it's interstate and foreign commerce. 89-563 and 89-564. So then we go back. Where was I at prior to that? I was in the
you were on the you were right there.
All right, so I say is an enforcement of this. Boom, see NRS 223, which we seen it the site checked out. 7, the DMV can only regulate the use of the highway by the public. Oh my God, you think I'm lying? 481.027? 481.027?
Well, this is the thing. People don't think you're lying. They just think that when they go and get these foreign national ID drivers, international cards, that's making them private and not part of the public anymore.
And general functions, Department of Motor Vehicles and the Department of Transportation, respecting state highways. What does it say? The Department of Motor Vehicles shall control the manner and type of use of the state highways by who?
The public and the Department of Transportation.
Shall control, and the Department of Transportation shall control the physical aspects of the state highways, have nothing to do with us. So again, I'm using the road, what? I say privately?
By the private, right.
All right, and then it goes 8. Marshals and park rangers' jurisdiction only extends to property owned, leased, or otherwise under the control of the participating political subdivision. That is exactly the words written in NRS 280.125. The city can only control city property. See NRS 268. The county can only control county property. And then driver as defined in Title 49, which again, the governor's enforcing. Title 49, he's enforcing it. And then the last thing I say is a disclaimer. I have no capabilities of committing statutory crimes. Therefore, ye have not witnessed any, and ye have not been injured or represent an injured party. If you have an emergency, go back into your vehicle and dial 911. Thank you for understanding and upholding the law. 13, if you are confused about anything you have read here, perhaps you should seek legal counsel or
Hell
call
yeah.
your supervisor to assist you with knowledge regarding your limited and lack of jurisdiction here. And I don't
Love
want to
it.
make it longer. And then these are like the governor, the mayors of 3 different cities, and some other. But I'm a edit this. This has to be updated. But
I love
yield.
this.
My bro.
That's my bro.
That's what's up.
That's gonna be the
I
shotgun. That's the shotgun right there. That's gonna be riding with me
love
at all
it.
times. Have a stack of them.
I'm about to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Indeed. Again, 3 websites you guys only need to be concerned with. Okay, if you're sincerely thinking about declaring or claiming your nationality, remember, I am our bro. It started at rvbaypublications.com. Let's say, however, you're not Moorish American or declaring or claiming your nationality. You may be an Albion's son or daughter, right? Or you're just someone who just wants to kind of tiptoe. You guys can also go to further comprehend how to defend yourself constitutionally speaking and go over these things rapidly, like you hear I and Brother R and Mother Malika. Go to lawfulliving.com. That is the jurisprudence gem, right? A lot of you guys, when you go there, though, we're also recognizing, Malika, just to put this out there, a lot of people like, well, I signed up and, you know, I gave my 20 units for the year or whatever. Some they'll say like that. But where are the classes? And now I realize people don't realize that all the friends in law classes are archived in friends in law group.
And that group is open to anybody that's on the site. So
Exactly.
just start watching those videos from the pinned ones and catch up.
And the
real
reason
talk, guys,
why, well, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, real talk, guys. Malika teaches some very important, fundamental, and universal principles. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's not a Moorish American platform or it is, she's teaching universal, fundamental principles that are gonna assist you in your comprehension of staying the fuck out the way, for real.
And this is why
I know the biggest thing that we're up against is that people do want to be recognized. Unfortunately, they want to be fucked with, and they're learning from people who are calling it living in the private. And I hope that when we do these calls, people are able to recognize that they're still living in the public. You're still living in the public.
Extra public. They're becoming extra public. Talking about
You're becoming like a public diplomat.
And the third website is 7healstar.com, guys. That's the 3. Yeah, I even spoke with the Mother Oracle, and she was like, yeah, if it isn't rvbaypublications.com, 7healstar, and Lawful Living, people are just fooling themselves. And when I thought about when she said that, because she's not no type of, oh, let me pup you up, let me kiss your ass. That's not even her vibration. You know what I mean? What she's realizing is that no one has been bringing the what and how to put the what into action except in combination, because again, you know, we're taking our place amongst the affairs of men being Moorish American. So we've been doing things prior to meeting you, Malika, you know what I mean, as of last year. And what we recognize that you have your mindset in harmony with the universal principles that we've learned from RV Bay Publications and we do on our different platforms. So that's why we're like, hold on, man. Like,
she's actually the closest to it. What I've seen of any of these other groups, just due to the fact that all these other groups, she's being more of a Moor than y'all, just based on the fact that she comprehends that they're not supposed to be talking to her, have nothing to do with her. All these other people think, well, I changed my name, then let me go register it with them now, so they know. No, you stop registering. Just go read the laws, please. Like, go read. Yeah,
that's the problem. People are not reading the laws, and I get kicked out of groups with people that's calling themselves L's and Bays, because when they make suggestions on what to do, and you ask them what law supports that, they might show you the law that supports it, but when you go read it, it's like when you read about the passport, you read the section called "Who is eligible," and they tell you it's under the Secretary of State. So who's eligible?
Wow, maybe we should share that one time before we go. That's 22 United States Code 212, right?
I don't remember the section because I literally type it in over and over. Eligible for persons eligible to hold passport.
I got you. Let's see. So people can see that you don't need a freaking passport, right? I think it's 22.
The thing about it is people don't know what else to do because the code only tells you that it applies to agents. But then the code doesn't say if you're a private person, go read this other code or go do this other thing. And when you're just a follower and you are intellectually lazy or you're intellectually handicapped,
limited, yeah, intellectually
you can't think outside of, oh shit, this says here it only applies to agents, and creatively, intuitively make something for yourself because you're so used to, well, my teacher told me to do that, my boss told me to do that, my guru told me to do that, my shaman told me. So you don't have any, like, the code is never going to tell you this is how a private person operates. You have to have critical thinking, and you also need to have creative thinking based on your discernment. Once you realize this, you read this right here. It says no passport shall be granted or issued to or verified for any other person than those owing allegiance to the United States. Do you owe allegiance to the United States is the question. Are
you a person, first of all, before you can even owe the allegiance?
Well, if you registered as a person, you did register to owe allegiance.
These people grow up going to school thinking that everybody's a person, not knowing that, yeah, they might be non-statutory persons, but they're not.
But these are statutory persons, not non-statutory persons. And then the other thing people need to realize is the people who wrote these codes, they're not stupid. They use people when they mean people. They'll use people and person sometimes in the same sentence or paragraph or section, and we don't catch the difference. We think, oh, they're using person, they must be talking about me.
I was stressing that the other day that you know, these legislators are not idiots. They're actually intelligent, and they write it a certain way on purpose. Just like how, okay, they'll say transportation 49 times, but then they won't define it in any of the chapters under that title. Or they'll define it in one chapter in that title, not the same chapter, and it will not tell you what it is. It'll only tell you what it's not.
Yes.
So they do this because they know you're not going to figure out the whole commerce aspect behind it. The fact that you have to be doing interstate or foreign commerce.
Yeah, you're reading the definition of driver underneath the commerce code, but you don't realize you're under commerce code. So when they say driver means a person operating a motor vehicle, you think, oh fuck yeah, that was me. That's what I was doing. But you're reading it under the commerce code. So were you had to have first been engaged in interstate and foreign commerce? Were you just going to the store, going to pick up your niece from ballet? Because then if that's what you're doing, then you couldn't have been a person driver in the state. That's an impossibility. But again, when someone said, oh, go get a passport with 5 stars, the code that the brother just pulled up is what I was like, who is eligible for a passport? And that section came up. One damn sentence knocked out the box every single bullshit that wannabe guru said.
Mm-hmm. And then you see passport, and you see those passports. They also talk about passports under that that statute we were just looking at, under travel documents.
Okay, yes, of course.
Mm-hmm. So that's so funny because what we're bringing up, there's this quote unquote Moor who is like in China or something, and he's like having these travel documents mass produced. They call it the Moorish American travel document, which originally when they made it, it didn't even have a picture of Noble Drew Ali in it, but it had a picture of Beyonce and some other freaking satanic celebrities. And so once they started banging on this dude, he like changed the pictures in there, and got some weird logo on it. But they're like, it's not a passport, it's a travel document. Passport is a travel document. The fuck is you talking about? It's not a right to travel card. That's different. A right to travel card that is not issued by an agency of the United States or a political subdivision or any of that. It's actually just a brief that anyone can make for themselves, putting their rights on a piece of paper, laminating it, or creating your own card. and putting
Right.
your rights on it, that's a right to travel card. It's a card, and you put your rights on how, what you can do on
Right.
it. Rights
That's
on
it. The
different.
end. You
That's
did
not a
that.
travel document. Now these Moors have travel documents. Oh, the Matt D. Oh, it works. It works. Like, why do you have to show that to go anywhere? Why can't you just show your nationality card? Why do you need? And then why is it being mass produced in China?
China is the motherland. You ain't heard?
Yeah. For who?
Look, everybody go look in your closet, read all the tags, go under in your cabinet, read all the tags, and you tell me where the motherland is.
Because it says made in China.
Yo, that Matt D is made in China. Yo, I'm good. I'm good, bro. But all I was saying is that, when they say it's a travel document, you're not doing nothing different than having a passport. You might as well go get like Malika said, if you want a driver's license, just go get the driver's license. You want the passport, just go get the passport.
Just go get the passport.
You owe allegiance either way. Stop acting like you don't. Oh, I got a travel document, so I don't owe allegiance. Do you realize that that's under travel documents only for U.S. citizens and aliens, non-immigrant aliens and shit?
You know what though? People don't want to know how to travel with just their holy book. They don't want to know just how to travel with the Quran. They don't want to know how to just travel with the Bible. They don't even want to read that shit.
They want this.
They're too busy. Oh,
and there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with no ID that you get. It's the fact that you have it and the fact that you think you have to show it.
I know that beings like this, what they did was they wanted to circumvent rvbaypublications.com and try to start their own thing. And it's just like sincere Moors that
is that really what they're doing?
Look,
how do you know that's what they're doing? Because it doesn't say that
they didn't
RV
exist till 2018. 2018 because ISLAM is an acronym for sons, say I self-law and master, because mother is actually who actually lays down law. Sons, we enforce it. I self-law am master is what mothers actually say. These people didn't exist till like 2018. All right.
But why do you think it's circumventing? Does RV Bay Solutions?
RV Bay Publications is
publications. I'm sorry. Do they offer ID cards? I'm just curious.
Hold
like,
on. Not only do you get your nationality cards from here, but you can get your right to travel cards, non-statutory though. It's not under some statute. That's why I said, if people were to really analyze RV Bay Publications,
that means you're not legit, That means you're not legit. If you don't attach your little choo-choo to the big engine, that means you're not legit, yo.
Yo, at the same time, Mother Ross Mariah has actually wrote documents on how to, she put things out like different, she published different things like your nationality card shouldn't have a barcode on it. Right?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have a barcode on it.
That shit don't say tax exempt either.
And if you guys want to navigate this page and be quick with it, like I challenge people respectfully. Try to find something wrong with RV Bay. I guarantee
it's not snazzy. It's not pizzazzy.
It's our foundation.
They don't have any U.S. business
hilarious.
applications on there.
I like that y'all hear me talking bullshit.
No, but it's funny because we need that. You already know how I do too. Like when we're in class, when we're in the jurisprudence,
right? Because you do it to me.
Like, well, I mean, we're having fun, but I think that's how we actually make it lighter because people be scared as fuck about what we're talking. However, you already know I'm not upset about it, Malika, because most people they don't even comprehend this, and they call themselves L's or Bays. Look, just look at this real quick, Malika. Really, shouldn't nobody be calling themselves Ali, Al, or Day? Day is actually for the Southern Hemisphere, or someone who is, you know, really astute at astrological, cosmological, and
well,
other
when
science.
I looked up Bay, when I looked up the word Bay, the term, I should say, and I saw that it meant a governor in Greek.
Correct.
I thought to myself, so these people supposed to know the law.
Hey, that's why we be
Absolutely.
saying what the fuck we be saying, Malika.
Enforce the law. Governors enforce the
And
law.
enforce it.
Right, so you have to know it to enforce it. You don't want to be like the people at the diabetes hospital told me last year. We don't know what kind of diabetes you have, but we're treating it.
Yikes.
You don't want to be like that. You want to know. You want to know what it is. You have to know if you're going to enforce the law. You have to know the law.
So why do you think we tell people come to the jurisprudence gym at lawfulliving.com? Because I done spent 8 years consistently on RV Bait publications, going back, taking people through it, remembering where certain tabs are on the left-hand side. You see what I'm saying? Like, I remember where certain tabs are. Oh, yo, where I ordered the books from? I think it's the fourth from the bottom. Fourth from the bottom of what? All the tabs that's on the left-hand side, fourth from the bottom. Let's see. Contact us, shipping policies, order via money deposits and details. See, it is the fourth one. It's where you get all the books and stuff. I'm not fucking around because I really know this website. Just like when it came to your website, I know it was like, damn, how Hasan know? But when I actually am studying some things and I actually put my energy into it, I make sure I know how to navigate it to the point if I'm not looking at it, I can tell people where it is. Hey, look, man, the top left-hand corner, you on the desktop, you're going to see folders on the left-hand side. And the folders, if you're part of all the classes, you got all access, boom, 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 boom. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I do. Hey, yo, I was wondering, can you help me, brothers, to pick my appellation? Sure. Go to section 8 on RV Bay Publications under the national, you know what I mean?
Please don't call yourself a governor to Malika and she asks you about some law and you're like, how do I get the traffic ticket?
You see what I'm saying? You see now, Malika?
Don't be like the de facto state governors that think they're enforcing law and don't really know it.
Like, come on, yo. Like, come on, yo. Come on, yo.
I'm about to yield though, bro. I gotta get going.
Yeah, we're gonna do the invocation out real quick. And somebody said, but you shouldn't be showing it. You're gonna get that work on there. Booker Malika says, peace, brother. I sent notes for my travel card and never received it. Can you look into this? All you gotta do is reach out to Roz, man. All you gotta do is rvbaitorders@gmail.com and let it be known. If you really did that, you sent your transactions. Roz is really on point. I know that they probably trying to work some things out with the documents and getting sealed because I don't know if Anna Eda slipping or not. I'm just gonna keep it a band with y'all. You feel me? Derek Blashby says correct. They don't want to put in work, put the work in on RV Bay publication site. Indeed, correct. All right, so I'm going to stand, guys. We're going to 5 on the left. 5 appendages extended on the left. I'd like to thank Malika for coming in and sharing with us because we do like to joke around a lot. And yeah, Malika, it's perfectly fine when you do the joking and things like that or whatever. Because that's how I think me, you, it'd be mainly me, you, Bobby, and Keith when he's there that really be like doing that or whatever. You see what I'm saying? However, I think it adds to when people see someone else's perspective said in a joking manner about the topic and it's absolutely correct and true. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not like you're like totally throwing anything off. You're not throwing anything off at all. I guarantee, you see what I'm saying, for myself, I don't sit here and promote people's platforms unless I really know what's inside myself they're solid. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said even earlier, like a lot of these people won't admit that it was us. When you had agreed to go to Dr. G's with us, you had agreed. He was like, all right, cool, I'm with this. You see what I'm saying? Cool, let's do X, Y, and Z. I saw people had to renew their membership. It went from 1,600 to 2,400 in less than 3 months. Because people were going back to renew because There was one, like I said, when I was there at House of Reawakening Minds, filling the place up to the point where people didn't have anywhere to sit. Because that's what my promotion does. And no, I didn't ask you, Dr. G, or Mother Ross Mariah, for compensation for my promotion. That's just what I do. And people watch us like that, and they, okay, them brothers say, go there, let me go over there and try to see what I can get. And then they'll try to be like, Malika, can you help me? Because and then it's like, no,
yeah,
no,
exactly.
no. But anyhow, let's do this. Let's do our invocation out. Indeed, to you all, we love you all. Extend 5 appendages on the left, your index and middle on the right. And guys, like I said, man, at the end of the day, we're not on some hater shit for real. We actually told your popular Moors, your Moors out there reading to you on social media with highlighters, your Moors that want you to check out our dirty bars and stuff, your Albion sons think they got almanacs and stuff. We told these people, and they denied us. Period. And I guarantee you people are trying to do their sneakily best to link up now at Jurisprudence Gym and change up the way they speak and correct their concepts even further. All I can say to all of y'all is, you're welcome. You ain't got to deny me. It's all good. I'm used to rejection. But I got one thing's for sure and 2 things for certain. I guarantee you're going to be checking out whatever I say check out and promote. And then you're going to find out it's solid, because that's what we do. We do solid things. All righty. So I'm going to stand facing east, like Prophet Noble Drew Ali's feet there on the 45. 5 on the left, 2 on the right. You can repeat after me, because, Brother R, I know you want to move, bro. So I'll just do the invocation out unless you want to do it.
I'll do it.
All right. I yield to you, bro. Islam.
All right. Repeat after me. Allah, the Father of the universe.
Allah, the Father of the universe.
The Father of love.
Father of love.
Truth.
Peace.
Freedom. And justice.
Allah
is my protector. My guide. And my salvation. By night. By day.
And by day.
Through his holy prophet. Noble Drew Ali. Amen.
We love you all so much. Thank you all so much, bro. Travel safely.
Hallelujah. Peace, bros.
Indeed, Malika, we appreciate you. Peace and love.
Mwah.
Peace and love. Mwah. All right, so here we go. Derek Blatchway says correct. Ari Bay, correct. Maya B says, peace, Brother R. Appreciate your energy. Consuelo Forson Bay says, peace and love to all. Extreme gratitude for the energy. Indeed, I create says, grand rise in airs. Indeed. Brother Derek Blash Bay says, thanks, 7 Hill Stars and Malika. Indeed. Maya B says, peace, Brother Hasan and Malika. Many thanks. C. Thomas says, peace. Tyrell Bay says, peace and love, brothers. Gratitude, says Mother Sahar. Sisters says, Tyrell Bay also, he said, gratitude to the brothers and peace and love to the brothers and the sisters. Slim Urban says, peace. Also, the 5 on the left, 2 on the right. And I create shows their love also. So guys, thank you oh so much for everything, right? It's just me now closing out. So guys, you enjoy yourselves, enjoy your strong beginning, because we don't really promote weekends, right? So you guys enjoy yourself, have a graceful, right, national, magnanimous, and productive holy degree, every degree. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Islam, 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 y'all. Enjoy your studies. Peace and love.